All right, here we go. Yo. What's going on, everybody? This is Lewis of the Way Kicks channel. Got my guys, Jay Elevate, and my man, Mr. Think I'm Possible. Once
Yo,
again, we are back for another Saturday at the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. Gentlemen, how we feeling today?
Feeling wonderful, Famo. How y'all doing today?
Doing good. Mr. Think, how we feeling, bro?
hey, good morning, brothers. How y'all doing? Man, I'm feeling good. Man. Feeling good. Good to be here. Good to be in the house.
Good. So,
Okay, Tyler said about damn time.
I know,
Okay.
right? One man's so impatient sometimes.
Good morning. You're right.
Nah, he anticipates our lives every week. We appreciate you checking in every week, bro. We definitely appreciate it. Definitely.
Thanks for tapping in, bro.
So, Mr. Think, man, saw you picked up another pair of those military blue fours. Put another video out about them. Hey, I like the on feet shot. You know, the split screen on feet shot. I definitely love that view there.
Appreciate you, man.
You said it's one of the most comfortable pairs you've been wearing this year.
Yeah. I am really liking, and this is one of the reasons why when I finally get my SB4s, this is one of the reasons why I think I'm really going to enjoy that shoe, because I am really enjoying this SB shape, and those military blues are just hitting different. Now, I would say that, I'm going to be completely transparent, I would say that about the Bread 4s, but I haven't worn them yet. So
you haven't even worn your Bread 4s yet.
I haven't even worn my Bread.
Okay.
So those are actually still dead stock. But I'm really loving this SB shape, bro. I mean, so when I finally get my pine greens, I know I'm gonna love them, and I actually will rock those. I'll throw them right on feet.
Got you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Got you.
I'm really enjoying this shape, bro. Oh yeah.
Got you.
Reese's in the house.
Listen,
Jason.
I would have to say the new shape of the yep. What's going on, y'all? Appreciate you guys tapping in.
Yes, sir.
It's interesting how many times the military blue 4 has actually restocked at this point. Because where'd you pick that pair up from?
The DTLR. I want to check out that DTLR, and that was retail, so I paid the full $215. So it wasn't cheaper. It wasn't below retail, should I say.
Yeah, I mean, when they restock in the store, sometimes it's tough if they restock them and then put them on sale right away.
Right.
But let's say this though. Every time, that's like the 15th, really 14 times the military blues have restocked.
At DTLR?
Well, I mean, just in general.
In general.
You know what I mean?
In general, it's probably more than that, but go ahead.
Yeah.
In general.
In general, it's probably more than that. It's probably way more than that, to be honest with you.
Even in the video, I said 119 times or something.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. You did.
But I will say this. That particular silhouette sells out every single time.
I agree.
Every time.
I agree.
So even though there's an abundance of pairs out there, people are still eating them up, grabbing them up, and that says something. That speaks volume when it comes to a highly sought after silhouette. Whether you're talking about you want to rock it on feet, it's one of your favorite wears, or even later on down the line in long-term runs of trying to resell that particular silhouette. Whatever the case is selling out.
Yeah. So I bring that up because we've been hearing, at least at this point in time, 300,000, 400,000, could be 500,000 pairs of the Black Cement 3s that are to be releasing this year during holiday season. And now they say stock is supposed to be hefty. So when I hear 300,000 and 400,000 in the past, I probably would have said, yeah, that's hefty stock. But considering the amount of times we saw the military blue 4s drop, I'm thinking hefty stock is probably going to be around, 1 million pairs.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
In this sense here, what do you guys think we're looking at overall? Because maybe that number is just what we're going to get from the sneakers app. What do you guys think overall we're looking at in terms of numbers for the Black Cement 3s?
I'm glad you mentioned that because when it comes to these military blues, do you remember the rumor was there were going to be 1 million pairs of those,
Yeah, it's like
and
1.7 million or something like that.
and
They said.
and when they first dropped, with them selling out, we were like, nah, there wasn't 1 million pairs. But now with all of these restocks, it's actually starting to make sense, right? Now it's like,
Yes.
all right, that's starting to make sense. So with these black cement threes, I mean, yeah, that's double up, triple up worthy in my book. So even if they don't start with that heavy stock, it's possible that they have it and they're just gonna restock them or whatever the case is. So I can see it happening now. I can totally see it happening, which I also think is a smart play. It gives people multiple chances. I said that in the video too. I was kind of like, look, if you don't got these by now, you ain't even trying. You know what
Yeah, I would agree,
I mean? Like, you're not even trying.
especially as a Bigfooter. And when I say Bigfoot, I'm talking from 11 to a 13.
I agree with that. Oh yeah, for sure.
From 11 to a 13, if you don't have these by now, it means you probably ain't trying.
That's
I
right.
would agree with that.
That's right.
I would agree with that.
What do you think, Jay?
So let me say this, man. And no, I'm not jumping off topic. But the Black Cement 3 is absolutely a minimum double up. And I said minimum. That's a double up for me, in my opinion. It's absolutely has to be a triple up for me. Most def a quadruple up. But I'm not gonna say, hey, I believe there's 1 million pairs, 1.5 million. I'm gonna say this. If they saying it's a hefty stock, I do believe it, that there's a high potential of high stock, and I'm all for it. And the reason why is because this gives people an opportunity to not only get as close to that OG cut, right, the molding as possible. It gives people a piece of that history. And y'all know, listen, y'all know, when it's a Nike Air on the back of that heel tap, I just fall in love over and over and over again. And so my heart is beating. I'm ready to write.
He said my heart is beating right now.
Yeah, I'm here to write my love letter.
Jay's in a love story.
Ooh.
I'm here to write my love letter.
Jay's in a love story right now.
So no cap, but let's see what happens. And if it holds to be true, I'm not mad. If it's a shortage, I'm not mad at all. Either way it go, at minimum, it's double up.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Speaking of Jay,
Jay got to make sure he looking good for that sofa and love seat.
I was just about to ask you, where you at right now, bro?
So I'm at a dealership right now.
Are you about to cop something, or you just getting a repair done?
No. Just getting a repair done.
Okay. I got you.
But yeah, so like I said, man, I want to be here for the community. I don't care if I'm on the toilet. I don't care if I'm across the world. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to try my best to be there.
Well, we think we would care if you was on the toilet, but that's cool. I mean, we would care. Off topic, but let me ask you guys a quick question, only because I've been seeing them a lot out here in Colorado, but I'm pretty sure you've been seeing them a lot. Have you guys actually seen this Tesla Cybertruck now on the streets yet?
I see it all
yes.
over.
Yes.
Not all over, but
that is awesome.
I see him quite often.
That's dope.
I was matter of fact, when I was back at Florida Power and Lights, there's somebody that was parking one in the parking garage damn near every day, and it had a wrap on it too because it had the chameleon color.
Yeah.
Had like the chameleon colors to it.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now, man. I've been seeing a lot of talk about who has the best Cybertruck. And I want to tell you guys right this. All these so-called famous rappers and all these people, they Cybertrucks is not messing with CJ on 32s. CJ on 32s is smacking everybody out of the box.
I've seen it.
Ain't nobody touching him. Ain't nobody touching his car content. I don't know him personally. And y'all know I'm heavy in the cars. I'm telling you right now, CJ on 32s is smacking everybody out the box. So, if you really want to see someone who really know how to put the vehicles together, y'all need to check him out.
CJ on 32. So let me see here. I actually went and looked. This is what we got. This is what we got here.
He a huge YouTuber, car YouTuber, humongous, and this dude does he gets the interior done.
That is sick. Yeah,
He got so
I've
many
seen it.
different cars. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So smack a list, bro.
That's
This
wild.
this right here
Yeah.
smacking.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
I've peeped it.
Yep.
I've
That's
peeped it. Now,
wild.
let me give you guys the backstory, but behind my Cybertruck.
Wait, you got one?
I absolutely don't. You better believe I don't.
Oh, you said behind my Cybertruck, so I
Yeah.
thought you had one coming or something. Or
Oh.
you got one.
So I reserved this thing, right? Put $100 down back in November of 2020. This is how long.
Hold
I've been
on, let
waiting
me
for this thing.
give you the solo real quick. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make it quick.
That's
like-
okay.
Nobody liked this thing. My wife don't even like it. Like nobody likes this truck. And when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm getting one. So I understand because of inflation, whatever. But before they used to have a single motor, a dual motor, and a tri-motor. This is how it was back in 2020 when I pre-ordered one. So I went for like the dual motor. I don't want to lie. I want to say the price was like 50 grand, but if you would have ordered the full self-driving, it bumped it up like an extra 10 grand. So it was a $60,000 truck. Totally affordable. So I was like, all right, boom. I'm getting one. We've waited this whole time. Now we at the middle of 2024. My reservation number is called. So they're like, I can show you right now in the Tesla app. They're like, yo, you can order your truck. You can order your truck right now. I get on there and I'm like, wait, what? So check this out. Right now they have two models that's available. It's called the Foundation Series, which is going for $99K, and then they have what's called the Cyber Beast, which is going for like $113,000. I'm like, yo, where's the $60,000 model at? Right, the one that I signed up for. They're not even making those right now because obviously that's why you see them. They're selling out the more expensive ones, so they're not even making the cheaper models yet.
Really?
So technically, I can't afford it. I'm telling you right now, I cannot afford it. So I was kind of bummed out about it because I'm like, man, I waited literally 4 years, almost 4 years. I put my reservation in November, but I almost waited like 4 years for this thing. And I'm like, I can't even afford it. Now they're going to make a cheaper version, but they're not doing it yet. They're kind of like, why? If we're selling out the luxury packages, why even start making the cheaper ones available? So I mean, I understand the business concept behind it.
That's
I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's bad business in my opinion. That's bad
No,
business.
it's great for Tesla. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm getting one. I gotta wait for the cheaper model. I'm not dropping $100K on a truck, bro.
Bo Dominican New York says, I see a few every day here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Tyler checking in says, I haven't seen the Cybertruck here yet in Pennsylvania. Jason Corley tapping in says, I seen one yesterday with the wrap on it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Reese's Pieces goes, just realized Jay is out and about. Love that you still came on. Commitment is strong. There we go.
Appreciate that.
Tap it in.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
Appreciate that.
Here we go. Bo Dominican New York says, maneuver on 32s is ridiculous. Definitely a showpiece.
100%. Yeah.
Yep.
What we got here says they're ugly, not practical, and
lot of
there
people.
were definitely a bunch of recalls on that truck, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a
So
bunch of recalls.
the F-150 is America's best-selling like pickup truck, right?
Yep.
The F-150 is the truck, and Ford's been making trucks for a very long amount of time.
So,
This is
so
my-
real quick, not to cut you off, but the F-150 seems to show up as one of the top 10 most reliable vehicles you could actually buy out there. So every
Right.
time they do this list, it's a bunch of Honda and Toyota on there, but the F-150 does show up on that top 10 list,
100%.
right? So go ahead, bro.
So my rebuttal to that, I don't have a rebuttal for you to say that it's ugly and it's not practical because, like I said, a lot of people don't like this truck, right? So, matter of fact, watch this. I actually like the Cybertruck. I would even go as far as to say I love the Cybertruck, but when I first saw one in person, I was able to put on my non-objective lenses, and I looked at it from a non-objective view, and I was like, it does look a little funky. I even said it myself, right? But I actually do love the Cybertruck. Now, as far as the recalls, I'm going to agree with you 100%. I'm not going to defend this truck at all. This is Tesla's first pickup truck. So what I would submit to you is with all of the issues that the truck is having, this is the worst model and the worst edition that they're ever gonna have. It's only gonna get better from here, like literally. So
You know,
I'm not defending those issues. It's only
yeah.
gonna get better from here.
So let me say this, and this is, I have a friend, like I said, who's high into tech, and he loves everything about tech. He buys the first, newest, latest gadgets, which is that's great, nothing wrong with it. But for me, to me, new tech is too expensive because why? It's in a trial era, which I feel like new tech should be cheaper, right? Because they haven't worked the kinks out, and then as technology gets better over time, it gets cheaper, which to me is kind of, I get why, but at the same time, I think it should be reversed. It should be flipped. So you're right, Mr. Think. Hey, listen, this is the first, generation of it, and they're gonna go through their trials and their eras, and over time it'll get better. I agree with you. It's just that I feel like within the tech industry, vehicles, phones, they should absolutely be cheaper, and then they should get more expensive as they start debugging and they start fixing any of the issues that comes into play with these new technologies. That's my train of thought on it.
So you're saying that you feel like it should get cheaper?
What I'm saying is new tech should be cheaper. Older, like as tech gets better and they work out the kinks and bugs, I can see why it would go up over time. I'm kind of reverse for it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not for super expensive anything. Don't get me wrong. Okay, let me first make that statement. But I think anything new should be cheaper because they have not worked out the kinks. It has not been perfected.
So go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's like the when the TV, like, for example, when flat screen TVs first appeared, they were, think how much those cost. You know what I mean? $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and then as the tech got better, as you saw them produce more, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, when the flat screen TVs first came out, if you recall, they all had the gray border, and then the black borders started to come out, and those were more expensive than the gray ones, and then those prices started to come down as well. So I get where Jay's coming from. Like, a lot of times as the technology becomes more efficient, as you get to eliminate a lot of the bugs and issues out of it, normally we've seen with a lot of the other tech out here that the price starts to come down on them. Now, in this case here, being that it's a car, I get it 100% what you're saying, Jay, but the fact that it's a car, I mean, we don't necessarily see that happen until the car's been sitting around a few years.
No. I mean, comprehend totally. I get it. You know what I mean? I totally get it. That's just kind of like, kind of my little train of thought on some things.
Well, in general, when it comes to business, technically it works literally just the opposite. So the most expensive part is going to be the beginning part, and the more and more you get into production, right, the more and more you can scale, literally, like, the cheaper and cheaper it becomes. So I'll give you like a perfect example. Lewis right now has his brand of shirts. The most expensive part of Lewis producing his shirts really should be now. The higher and higher he scales, the more efficient it's supposed to. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's the way it's really supposed to become.
Correct.
So it's just like, if you order 5 shirts versus 1,000.
Correct.
The order of the 1,000 is going to be cheaper than the 5.
Oh, absolutely. Agree with that. You know what I mean? I agree 100% with. It's just crazy, how things work. And again, it is what it is.
To back up what you're saying, I have a 5 Series BMW, right? Mm-hmm. I'm 6'3". I really wanted the 7 Series Beamer back when I got my car's paid off now, but back when I got it, I was really looking at a 7 Series. The problem was the 7 Series had so many issues, and this is the reason why. BMW puts their best tech, and Mercedes do the same thing. They put their best tech into their larger models, and then when they work out the kinks, the smaller models are actually better than like the flagship car, if that made sense. So they test it out in the larger models.
Correct.
And then the 5 Series and the 3 Series end up being even better than the 7 because that's when the kinks are really worked out. And that was really the reason why I went with a 550. Other than that, I really wanted that 700.
We got my guy Fact checking in saying, good morning, fellas. Good morning to you. Appreciate you tapping in.
Hey, what up, bro?
My man says, I would never buy a Tesla, bro. Just my opinion, but weighing in, I don't think it's a good idea, especially if you live in a cold weather state.
Yeah,
Which
there's been
it's
battery
funny
issues.
he brings that up
There's been
because
battery
just
issues.
this past year, during the wintertime in Chicago, there was
Yep.
like a whole parking lot of Teslas that were immovable because of how cold it got, and it
Yeah.
affected the batteries.
Right.
Couldn't even start them things. Yep.
Right.
100%. We got
That's
Tyler
right.
checking in, says, what tech difference is the Cybertruck that isn't already in other electric vehicles? I mean,
Ooh.
that's a good question. The thing is for whatever reason, there's a bunch of recalls on that vehicle versus the other ones that Tesla's put out.
Yeah,
So,
and once again, the cool thing, like y'all know I got Tesla stock, right? So I'm not trying to become like a Tesla side, but like mouthpiece for them. But I will tell you this: one of the coolest things, every vehicle has recalls. One of the coolest thing about Tesla in particular, whenever they have recalls, is that, and they don't like to say this over the media, they're over-the-air updates. So just like how Jay is literally sitting in the dealership right now, 9.5 times out of 10, your recalls that's coming from Tesla, it's gonna come over the air. You just download it and it's done. You don't physically have to take your vehicle into the dealership. But that's the part that they don't. Tesla got like a
but
bad.
with the Tesla truck though, it was a recall to where they asked you to bring it back to the dealership.
Like I said, the truck is
yeah.
like the one-off because it's the
Yeah.
new version. You know what I mean? So look, the truck has issues. There's no doubt about it. But like I said, it only gets better from here, and that's my argument. It will get better.
What was the vehicle? I think it was a hybrid. I want to say it was the whatever the Toyota hybrid is, a small one. Remember, I don't know if you guys recall, but a few years ago they had an issues where the accelerator pedal was getting stuck.
I do remember
Yeah.
that.
You remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do
And
remember that.
and at first they tried to deny that it was an issue until a couple people unfortunately lost their lives in those vehicles.
Yeah.
And then
I do
it
remember
was like
that.
a mass recall on
Yeah.
that. So I believe the issue with the Cybertruck was that some of them could just catch on fire. Is it not true?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
that's the dangers of an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get a little toasty. So if you
Hey,
live in
he
a,
said a little toasty.
if you live in a cold weather state,
Hey, he said
no, I'm just
he
playing.
said
I'm just
this
playing.
vehicle will keep you warm one way or another.
Now that's fun.
Oh,
Oh, that's
man.
terrible. That is terrible.
Oh, man.
All right, my bad. We don't went up on this whole Tesla piece. Tyler said it was a Prius.
Yeah,
over
so,
the
yeah,
accelerator.
yeah. My man thinking he out here crying right now. He said it'll keep you toasty.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Oh man, what was the comic book character that rode the motorcycle and his face would turn into a skull?
Ghost
He had
Rider.
to fight.
Ghost
Thank you.
Rider.
Turn you
Ghost
into
Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's
That car catch on fire, turn you into Ghost Rider.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we were talking about money a little bit, and it's interesting to bring that up because recently the WNBA, people have actually been starting to invest in that league, and right now it looks like they're set to cash in on a rising popularity with a $2.2 billion with a B billion dollar media deal. How do you guys feel about the money coming into the WNBA right now?
Listen, man, give these ladies their props. They are skilled, right? They are definitely on a different level when it comes to being a professional. And the crazy thing is that I understand why there's a huge pay gap between the WNBA and the NBA. But I think it's about time for these women, right, to absolutely get that pay increase. Because if the popularity of the sport is growing on a global scale, why not push that money out to the players? Because without the players, the WNBA, the NBA, the NFL, NHL, right, the hockey, soccer would not exist. So give these players, these athletic professional women, give them their props, and I absolutely support them.
So it says right here, the NBA negotiated the WNBA's media deal alongside its own massive media rights agreement with Disney ESPN/ABC, NBC, and Amazon. Those companies will have their own WNBA packages, according to the report. So most of this money is being subsidized once again from the NBA deals. And to me, I feel as though a lot of this is coming from these two players I'm showing right here. We got
Absolutely.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Like,
Absolutely.
the storylines about them coming out of college is part of the reason why the WNBA has been able to see the uptick in popularity that they're seeing right now. What you got to say on this, Mr. Think?
Yep.
Finally, like I can be extremely transparent. For the longest time, I did not watch women's ladies basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I just could not get into it, and I mean, coming from someone who hooped, like, when you watch somebody miss a layup and grab a rebound and miss it again and grab a rebound and miss it again and the ball gets turned over, I'm like, oh. So like for the longest time, I just couldn't watch it. Now, ladies basketball is very interesting. Like I've converted over. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Is it the storylines for you though?
No. It's not even just the storylines. It's
actually the play.
It's actually the play. Like the play is better. Like and like so I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to critique too hard and say, hey, how did you miss an open layup? Right? People miss free throws. It happens, right? But before, the play was actually just so bad. Now I'm talking about on the professional level. Like the play was just so bad. I was like, I just personally, now all of that has changed for me. So when it comes down to the pay, my next, I guess, rebuttal to that used to be, well, you're not bringing in the money because, they would immediately say, we want to get paid as much as the men. It's like, you're not bringing in the money that the men are bringing in.
Correct.
Now that we can prove that the funds are rolling
yes.
They're
starting to, yep.
Pay these women their money, 100%, bro, 100%. Pay them.
Jay, you had something you were getting at?
Yeah. Can I get a highlight moment, please?
Oh, he's gonna highlight it. Okay. He's calling for it. He's calling for it. ISO mode. He must ISO right now. Everybody back up.
Let me say this. I'm not gonna say I have always been a huge WNBA fan, but let me tell you something. Candace Parker, girl, close your eyes and let the rhythm get into you. Ooh. All right. So anyway, I will say this. I will say this though. I got turned on really with the WNBA with Miss Candace Parker. Miss Parker.
Dude,
right here. Miss Parker. But
he is a married man too.
Yep. On a serious note, I will absolutely say that I feel like Caitlin Clark, I will feel like Angela Reese they have a big influence on the reason why the WNBA is being highlighted now, in my opinion. We can take it back to Cheryl Swoops. I mean, don't get me wrong; those are absolute WNBA legends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about because of that college battle of how those moments took place. I feel like this is the reason why the hype is there. Now, the question I do have for you is, where your kicks. Who do you think should be leading the run now for Rookie of the Year? I have my reasons who should be leading, but I definitely want to hear you and the community's thoughts on who should be the leading Rookie of the Year right now.
Ooh. Who should be leading? Well, it's actually a good question as far as who should be leading. I mean, I did see Caitlin Clark just set a WNBA record with 19 assists as a record. She had a double-double, 24 points, 19 assists, and 19 assists were a WNBA record, set by a rookie. I mean, listen, as far as rookie standards are concerned, I'd say she's having a good year, but some people are saying that, the team is not performing well overall. Like their record isn't there. But at the end of the day, it is an individual award. But see, Angela Reese has had some great games too. I don't know, man. It's a tough call at this point right now. There's a reason why it's neck and neck, right? There's a reason why it's neck and neck. I would have to honestly see how the rest of the season plays out. Obviously there's a lot of eyes on Caitlin Clark right now, seeing as how, coming out of college basketball, she was like pretty much the number one ranked player for the most part, and all the publicity that's going on with her since she's been in there. There's been a lot of, I guess, controversy, you could say, with some of her treatment that she's been getting while she's been there in the WNBA versus Angela Reese hasn't necessarily had to experience that at the same time. So, listen, again, I just have to see how it plays out, to be honest with you. But again, there's a reason why it's neck and neck the way it is.
Mr. Think, what are your thoughts?
That is tough because I don't know the stats between the two well enough to give like a like my little personal opinion on it. Between Reese and Clark themselves. I am aware of that feud, and I think that feud is very good for business. Yes. I think it's good for business because them ladies are definitely competitive. They're dope, and however, I will admit this, and like I said, this isn't because I don't follow Clark, at all. But I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like Reese seems to get a little bit more off the court attention. So that's, but like I said, I don't know if that's just because I don't follow Clark.
So. I'm gonna tell you guys.
All right, so real quick, hold on a second. So here we go. I actually pulled up the stats here, per game stats. Okay, it says here per 36 minutes. So it says here points per game. Caitlin Clark's at 17.1. Angela Reese is at 13.5. Rebounds per game. Caitlin Clark's at 5.8. Angela Reese is at 11.9. Assists per game, Clark's at 8.2, Reese is at 1.8. Field goal percentage, we're at, let's see here. Clark's at 40.5%, Reese is at 40.2%. Let's see here. Free throw percentage, 89.1%. Angela Reese is at 76%. You said steals per game.
Yeah, it was
Clark's at 1.5. Reese is at 1.4. Let me see here. Yeah. So, overall points, Clark's got 445. Angela Reese 324. Rebounds, Clark 151. Reese 286. Assists, Clark 213. Reese 44. Steals, they're actually pretty close. Clark 38. Reese 34. Blocks, Clark 22, Reese 10. Turnovers, 145 for Clark, 42 for Reese. Woo, wow. But it does show here that Caitlin Clark has played almost 200 more minutes than Reese has played. And Clark has played 2 more games at 26 games versus Reese has played 24 games. And double-doubles, Clark has had 9. Angela Reese has had 17. So, there we go.
So, in my opinion, I'm definitely going to say Angela Reese is ahead. And I get it. They are neck and neck without a shadow of a doubt. But when you're talking about 2 of these ladies, they are making history. You know what I mean? If you think about it, Angela Reese, she made history by averaging a double-double for the whole month of July so far. They both are incredible, and I'm just curious to figure out, who's going to win it. But as of right now, it seems like they do have Caitlin Clark ahead of Angela Reese, but I feel like Angela Reese is just a little bit ahead, in my opinion. But whoever wins, it doesn't matter because they both are deserving of it. and I'm just gonna be honest with you, they both are deserving of it. So whoever wins, I wouldn't be shocked. I would be like, hey, it was well earned and well deserved. Can't hear you, bro.
Hey, Mr. Think, you
My
muted,
bad,
bro.
my bad.
There we go.
My bad. I coughed earlier and I muted myself. My bad. I was saying I actually want to second that because it is well deserved, and I want to back up my claim I said earlier when I told you I wasn't interested in women's basketball. I remember back in the day, and I don't want to pick on her, but you remember Brittany Griner, right?
Yes. Yep.
How tall
Yes.
is she? She's 6'9", 6'8". How tall is
Yeah,
she?
she's up there.
She's
She's
up
up
there.
there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
she's up there.
this is an old video, but she was calling out DeMarcus Cousins, right? I'm playing 1-on-1. I can beat him, right? And then she had like a newscast there or whatever. She went to go dunk a basketball, and she couldn't even dunk. And the whole time I was sitting like this. And she's over here talking about she can beat Boogie. She's like, I can beat Boogie, and I'm sitting there like this. Nobody playing no defense. The rim was playing defense on her, bro. She couldn't even dunk. And I was like, you see, this is embarrassing, man. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, when they start running their mouth like that, it removes their credibility.
Right.
It removes their credibility, basically, because, like, to say that, okay, you could probably beat him depending on what the game is. We're talking about horse. You know what I'm saying? We're talking a game like that. Maybe you got a shot. But to play him straight up 1-on-1?
Yeah. I would, for someone who plays sports, right? Someone who plays sports.
Okay, if it's make it, take it, right? If it's make it, take it, and you hitting all your jump shots, you got a shot.
For someone who's played sports, on any given day, you can get blessed and beat somebody, right? On any given day, right? Mm-hmm. But that don't necessarily mean that you're better than them. But could you win a game or something like that? Yeah. Can someone tap Gervonta Davis on the chin the right way and knock him out? Sure. It can happen, right? It can happen to anyone. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're better than them. So beating someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're better. I don't know if that makes sense, but
it does.
On any given day, you can have a shootout, 3-point shooting contest against Steph Curry and actually beat him in that one contest. Don't mean you're better than he is.
It's funny you bring that up.
That's what I'm trying to say.
There's a video that's been resurfacing of an investor who went to a Michael Jordan camp and played Mike 1-on-1, and he actually beat him like 3-0.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Mike was actually kind of surprised at the way the guy played because the guy went at him and made 3 straight buckets on Mike. But does that mean he's better than Michael Jordan? No.
That's my point.
Absolutely
right.
Not.
But shout out to him. For doing what he did. Yeah.
I mean, what about the high school kid when LeBron was in the NBA? The high school kid dunked on him. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So,
yes.
So at the end of the day, like you said, any given day. And by the way, I'm not changing the subject, but Gervonta Tank Davis is my favorite boxer.
Not just the beast.
But I do feel like Terrence Crawford is that man. But Gervonta Tank Davis is my favorite boxer. My current boxer.
So, we say Crawford's the man. Are you talking about that can lay him out, stretch him out?
Yes, I do.
Whoa,
did he? I do feel like that. But let's get back, man. I just had to comment on that because we got so much to talk about, man. We could go all day about everything. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it, man. What's up with the chat, man? What's up with the chat?
Yeah, man. I'm about to actually get into the chat right now. Let's see here. Jason Corley goes, will LeBron demand Nike to sign Bronny to a shoe contract?
That's a great question.
That's actually a very good question.
I don't think LeBron has that type of power. I don't think he has that type of power with Nike. I don't see it, and I don't feel like Bronny his silhouettes would even do well. So I don't see that happening.
Well, we're gonna find out because did you see?
I got a question for you guys about that.
Did you see what Damn, I see his face right now. Damn, what is the guy's name? I see his
Is it a
face. I can't think of
commentator?
his name. But he goes, no. Basketball player right now. He's on Team USA. Real tall, super skinny. I see his face. Anyways, he goes at Nike. Am I not a nice guy? Did you not see that?
No.
I didn't do that.
No.
From damn, what is his name? God. Plays
what team he plays on?
for. He plays for the Suns.
Kevin Durant.
Not Devin Booker. Thank you, Kevin Durant.
Oh,
Kevin Durant at Nike. Am I not a nice guy? Matter of fact, and then OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. just finished his lawsuit against Nike. Like, I feel like right now Nike is in a position to where they can't afford to lose people. So could he demand it? Probably not, but could he highly suggest it? I would say yes.
oh, are you talking about for the shoe?
For Bronny, I don't
For-
see. I mean,
For
I get it,
Bronny,
but
for Bronny.
So, all right.
don't have it.
So right now, at the moment, Bronny is catching so much negative media because everyone's pretty much saying you're only here because of your daddy. So he's gonna have so much to prove, which almost isn't fair to him because just coming in the league. Watch this, coming in the league as a rookie, everyone is already have this expectation that you should be hooping like your dad. And so I don't even really think he's getting a fair shot. Will LeBron, or should I say, can LeBron, request that he get his own shoe or whatever? Bronny would have to show up and show out. I mean, Bronny would have to be playing like John Morant, on that caliber in order to get that type of.
Yep.
He would have to be performing like on that level, on some Anthony Edwards level. You know what I mean? He would
Well,
have to be
would he-
showing out.
Do you see Nike giving him a contract? Let's go with that because Caitlin
No.
Clark has a contract with Nike, and she doesn't even have her own shoe yet. She's
Nah.
been rocking nothing but Kobe's.
Correct. And I would say no. I mean, the reason why initially I say no, remember, he was the 55th pick too, right? He's not coming in as the number 1 draft pick and all that. I mean, they really need to give him a break. The man is the 55th pick. Leave the man alone and just let him hoop.
Well, people don't even think he should have been that. They don't even think he should have
Correct.
been drafted.
No, correct. But he was the 55th pick. Leave him alone. Just let him play some ball, man. Let him prove himself first. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean
They're really rough on
I
him.
mean, remember when Michael Jordan's kids tried to get into the NBA? Well, they were.
Yeah.
I think they played a little bit in the NBA, but it's like the gift and the curse.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
It's
say
like a
in
gift and a
college-
curse when you come after your famous father. Now
And
I
I'm about to say, I don't
believe
remember them even playing NBA. Did they? I
No,
don't
they
remember
never played it.
I
in the NBA.
thought they tried though. I thought that I thought the one got in on the summer league team or something like that.
We had to look it up. I know Marcus.
I know they did play
scored
college,
UCF,
but I thought
he
one
scored.
had an opportunity professionally at a summer league team, but ultimately got cut.
it. Right.
We'll have to look that up. But
Yeah.
I think the most famous situation we know of to where the son actually outperformed the father, it's in a different sport. And I'm talking about Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr. ended up being a better ball player than his dad.
That's true.
So that's one situation where we saw the son outperform the father as good as the father was. And this is a situation also to where they actually played alongside each other.
Absolutely.
I was about to say, I think that's actually the biggest accomplishment is for LeBron at his age to, like I said, hate him or love him, right? But for LeBron at his age, for him to play at the caliber of game that he plays at, like right now at his age, and then he was able to get his kid, on the same team, with him, I think that's just history. That's historical by itself, right? However, how it turns out is how it turns out.
Oh, absolutely, bro. When they get on the court together, because I don't see the Lakers sending Bronny to the G League. I don't see that, and the reason why is because of LeBron, in my opinion. But once they hit that floor together, history has been made.
Right.
History will be made when that happens, and it's going to happen.
Yeah,
Whether
it will.
LeBron averages 2 points per game,
Right.
in the summer league, he's going to touch that floor with his pops.
No, you're right. You're
He
right.
did.
All it takes is one alley oop. All he got to do is chuck up an alley to his dad, and it's golden.
I think he did just have a 13-point game, Bronny did.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, day before, I believe it was. All right, let's get to some of these comments here in the chat. What we got here? Fact goes, if there was a WNBA when Cheryl Miller was in her prime, you guys would have seen something that you never seen before, boy. I don't think people realize how good she was.
True.
I never followed her. Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
Cheryl
watched.
Miller.
Let me say this.
Reggie Miller. That's Reggie Miller's sister.
Let me
Yeah,
say this.
yeah.
Reggie Miller was absolutely a shooting phenom. If you
Yeah.
did not know this, even Reggie Miller said it. His sister, Cheryl Miller, will outshoot him even in a game. Cheryl Miller was absolutely
I remember
a better shooter than Reggie Miller. As great of a shooter he was, Cheryl Miller was absolutely phenomenal. Facts.
Ooh.
For those of you young ones out there that are in the chat right now, you guys know of Steph Curry, but before Steph Curry, there was Reggie Miller.
Yes.
Reggie Miller.
I'm gonna wait till you get to the comments because somebody mentioned a good one. I'm glad you mentioned Steph. We're gonna come back to Steph.
Let's see
keep
here.
going, keep
Bo
going.
Dominican York says you gonna make Anna jealous, Miss Parker. Let's see here. Said that Angel Reese isn't looking too bad either. Yeah, so it's interesting it brought that up because that is something now you're starting to see with the WNBA players, and for a long time, that's a lot of people weren't really getting behind the league because they didn't feel like they had any attractive women to look at in the league. Basketball aside, let's just call it what it is. Like outside of the United States, professional basketball, as far as women are concerned, is actually a pretty big deal in some of these other countries. Here in the U.S., a lot of what goes on with us is visual. And not for nothing, while there are a lot of girls that play basketball, there's still a huge segment of people out there within this country who don't want their daughter involved with basketball because of stereotypes. Now, some of the ladies that are coming through basketball, yeah, some of them are very attractive, and some of that stereotype is starting to change a little bit in terms of how it looks visually, which is also, I would say, part of the reason why the WNBA is getting some of the money coming towards them. A lot of those players now are starting to embrace those kind of things and start to take on those magazine shooting photo shoots and things like that. What we got here? DJ Tyler Radio goes, the Sabrina shoes are fire. I really like the Nike by You, and I hope they start doing more silhouettes available to customize. Yeah, we were talking about that last week. The Sabrina by You 2s are available now to customize as well.
Yep.
And believe it or not, the Nike by You, at least when I did the Nike Dunk by You, I can honestly say, man, my pair is better than some of the collabs. Like the leather quality is so crazy on them. Like even the tongue, Nike by You is dope, man. Like
you talking about the Dunks?
Yes. When I created my Chicago Dunks, I mean the leather quality is better than like some of your most hyped up collabs. I'm telling you. Leather quality went hard.
Yeah, they put leather throughout the entire shoe. Even the tongue on them is leather, so they don't give them the nylon tongue. But that's why they're running you $150 as well.
But $150 is nothing, in my opinion, when you get a nice quality materials. In my opinion, plus, I have my name stitched in the back of them for $150 with a personalized box. Quit playing, man. Quit playing. Nike, that's dope.
Fact goes, due to sex appeal, though, Angela Reese is going to become the face of the league.
Wow. Okay.
I
don't
mean,
know,
listen.
but that's a good comment. That's a good train of thought. I just don't know.
Here's the thing, because one of the things they talk about with the WNBA is the fact that there's a lot of women out there who advocate for them, but don't even watch the game. Like, I just saw a podcast the other day, and all these women on there were talking about the fact that, yeah, the WNBA players, they should get more money and blah, 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 blah. But then the host, he asked him, he goes, how many of you guys have actually been to a WNBA game? And none of them raised their hands.
Yep, that's the lack of support.
And then they go, well, how many of you have been to an NBA game? And damn near the whole panel raised their hands.
Yeah.
So... listen, if you advocate for them, then you should be there supporting them as well.
Right, exactly. That's
You know
what I said.
what I
That's the
mean?
lack of support. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Let's see here.
Okay.
DJ Tyler Radio goes, my cousin just got a scholarship for basketball. I hope she can
Hey.
make it to the WNBA someday. Hey, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on that, for real.
Hey, congrats.
Congrats
That's
on
dope.
that. What school she going to? Let us
That's
know
dope.
down there in the chat.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Let
that's
us know
dope.
down there in the chat.
Much respect.
Let's
Much
see.
respect.
Yeah, my man Fat going crazy right now with these comments. Let's see here. And not 100% woman. I don't believe that person is not genetically modified in one way or another. Hold on. Who we talking about?
Reese,
Who's he talking
probably.
about?
Oh, Brittany Griner? And not 100% winner.
Yeah.
Woman.
I don't know who he's talking about. Jason Corley goes, Swoops was the truth, but Ms. Parker is a beast.
Hey man,
Miss
listen,
Parker's a
Candace
beast.
Parker, bro. Listen, I'm talking about Candace Parker. Absolutely was phenomenal, man. Like you have to listen. Candace Parker was an animal. Like, you know, and a lot of people don't know this too. When you made a statement where you kicks, and this isn't just like Miss Parker. This is absolutely about just the WNBA and the women itself. A nice amount of the women who play in the WNBA, after the season is over with, they go overseas and they play overseas during the course of the women's seasons. So we don't get to see how they are performing, you know, when they are going to play for another country. So I definitely wanted to highlight that, and I'm glad you made that statement.
Fat goes, I don't like that Brittany Griner, and I don't like the story that they sold the American public of her being locked up over that stuff. I believe that was a complete psychological operation. Oh, we getting into conspiracy theories now.
Okay.
We getting into
Okay.
conspiracy theories right now. Okay. Yeah, listen, it's funny you bring up the fact that they go overseas, because that is, Brittany Griner was playing pro ball over in Russia when you know, she had her situation go on. Yeah. Bo Dominican goes, anyone copping the OG lows today? I believe he's talking about the Barons. I think the Barons are dropping today.
It's a pass for me.
Well, if so, you got 1 minute.
Yep.
Yeah, Barons are dropping. There's a few things dropping today, actually, on the sneakers app. A lot of SB wear, a lot of let's see, the Barons are dropping as well. I don't know how, listen, Barons retailing at 140, coming full family sizing. I'll bring them up here for everybody real quick.
And you know, once we do that, I do have some things I want to ask, you know, you and Mr. Think, where your kicks 26.
Okay. You got
like,
questions
okay.
for us, huh?
He like, okay, break it on.
You got some questions for us, huh?
Well, not really questions per se, just more on y'all's train of thought. It is a question, but I just want to see what y'all thoughts about this particular topic I want to talk about.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me share my screen
sorry,
real quick.
There's nothing I can do about this noise.
It's all good. It's all good. You tapped into us. We appreciate you.
I appreciate all y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. The chat appreciates you being
Yeah.
here. All right, so here we go. Jordan 1
Yeah,
Low
not
Barons. We also got some clothing dropping here today. I believe a lot of this is Olympic inspired. Nike
Yep.
SB Dry Fit ADV sleeveless jersey.
Mhm.
I don't know how you guys are feeling about this out here. Let's see. Okay, so it's a whole, USA skateboarding clothes here. We got a button-up shirt.
Mhm.
I'm actually not too mad at this button up, to be honest.
I think that
with
button
you.
up actually looks pretty nice.
That's pretty
Kinda,
dope.
almost
I
got
like
the
that.
Dickies kind of appeal to it to me. I like that.
I guess that's supposed to be an eagle with like a saxophone in it.
Playing
That's,
music. It look like it's playing like kind of like the wings are like also like a music notes. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like almost looks like a pitchfork coming out of there.
I just thought something completely different on that one.
Here we go. Dry fit jersey. Let's see. Okay. There goes the sleeveless jersey. $150. Woo!
See, we're gonna talk about some stuff. We about to talk about some stuff.
$150.
Wow.
Hold on a second. The button up is $85. But this is $150. Yo, they wilding right
Bug
now.
mode. Yeah, that's bug mode.
They're wilding right now with that. Okay.
That's bug mode.
What is this? A jacket, $135. Okay. What the heck? Bro, I ain't seen overalls. I ain't seen overalls in a minute.
Yo.
$150 for these? You got the eagle on the back with the saxophone again?
Got the Marios.
Bro. Listen, overalls used to be the wave back in the day.
Nah, chill.
And
I ain't never rocked that. That's what I said. I
Not rocking it like this, though. Hell no.
Nah, you gotta take one strap off.
Hell no.
A little bit too heavy on the glutes.
Yeah.
A little too heavy.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hoodie. $65 for the hoodie? That's it? Usually your hoodie's over $100. I'm actually surprised by that. I may actually go ahead and cop that hoodie. When are they available? They're available today?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's after 10 o'clock now,
Both
so I guess
York
not.
said he went for both SB hoodies. He's still pending. Both
Oh, wait. Let me hit the
York,
refresh button. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Refresh.
Let me hit that refresh button. Are they available?
Yay, sir.
Okay, yeah. Damn.
Yep.
Them sizes are moving. Double XL and the jersey's gone. Overalls. Hey, guys, overalls are still sitting.
No way.
Woo! Look at that. Hoodie is gone in large,
Hey, Jay.
extra large, and double XL.
Hey, Jay, what's your size? I'll go ahead and get you those overalls, bro.
Look, pass.
Bro, you listen. You could get those. Wear them to the next sneaker event.
Oh my god.
The shirt is still sitting. Nike SB shirt is still sitting there for those of you interested. Long sleeve tee, $55. All sizes still sitting. Okay.
Congrats, both Dominican York. You said he caught both. You got the
Okay,
blue and the
nice.
hoodie.
Congrats, man.
Congrats, man.
Nice.
Congrats,
Congratulations to you on that. All right.
Congrats.
How many of y'all went for those overalls? Holler at me in the comment section.
Yeah. Don't lie neither.
That's right.
Don't lie. We're not here to make fun of you.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Thing, you gotta go buy your starch, bro. You gotta go to Walmart.
Yo, the starch.
Stay creased.
The starch. Yo. Oh my goodness.
I'm having too much fun with y'all.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what's still available
Be
here.
happening like this.
Yeah, them hoodies are moving right now.
So
Yeah.
So where
Sure
your
is.
kicks? And
What's
Mr.
up,
Thing,
bro?
This what I want to talk to y'all about.
All right,
Yes,
what
sir.
you got?
So yesterday, I don't know if the community also saw what occurred, and what I'm talking about is how, if you notice, Nike did drop some silhouettes yesterday on sneakers app. But if you pay close attention, Nike did a lot of dropping when it came to apparel, their athletic wear, and I'm talking about their glasses, the Stussy shirts, and all that other stuff. So I want to know, like, do y'all feel like that was a good move for Nike to say, hey, let's scale back so many sneakers and let's kind of push this athletic apparel wear? So I'm kind of curious of, like, y'all thoughts on that, if you guys noticed that. And today.
You're right.
Well, they did drop sneakers today, but
not like
overall, yeah, I got you. I listen. I mean, obviously they're dropping all this stuff because of the Olympics. Um, I think overall the designs are pretty nice. You know, they're not over the top. I think they're extremely wearable. Some of the stuff I'm not sure if people are really going to go after, i.e., those overalls. But hey, to any of you guys who cop them, again, I'm not here to listen. Some of you guys out there, you need
DJ
your
Tyler.
athletic wear.
Nah, DJ Tyler. He said, "Cop the overalls for some gardening." LOL. Now, I don't know if you got them, but
you know what I'm saying?
He said, "Cop the
in
overalls
any
for some
case,
gardening."
though, for the most part, most of it looks pretty wearable and stuff like that. I would say that. Listen, at this point in time, what Nike is doing, I think that they are. Obviously, they're being strategic, right? The whole world is pretty much coming down on them, even though in terms of how the other brands are doing, they're still above them, except in the stock market, right? A lot of the conversations we've been having concerning Nike are surrounding what those share prices are doing currently. You know, seeing as how are they still in the below $80 a share?
They're in the 70s. I haven't checked recently, but if I took a guess, I'd say 73. That's me taking a guess.
You know, I mean, listen, don't let those share prices fool you, okay? Because while from an investor standpoint, they may not look like a good bet, I'm telling you right now, Nike is a sleeping giant.
Very resilient. They'll be okay. 72.70. That's where it closed out on Friday.
72.70. Listen, for those of you guys out there, if you wanted to get into Nike right now and be seen as an investor, owner, and all that kind of stuff, now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, for sure. So to answer your question, Jay, I actually do agree with that, and we kind of touched this a little bit. I don't remember if we touched this last week or if it was when you and I jumped on, Lewis, but as far as like Nike opening the vault and making things more available or stuff like that, and so having that apparel out there at a good price, I think is a very good move. And maybe I had gotten to thinking about this after the podcast, and maybe watch this. What if they did take on the same strategy but a different method? So what if they did release a lot of sneakers but just release like a super limited pair? Could Nike create some sort of FOMO? And FOMO is an acronym for fear of missing out, FOMO, right? But could they? So like just to give you an example, I'm going to pick on those Jordan 1 denims, because even though they sold out on Nike, they're available everywhere. You know which ones I'm talking about? Those denims. So what if Nike, I'll give you a good example, the Paris, the wet cements that's dropping. What if they only came out with like a super limited pair just to kind of create like that FOMO, emotion, to where it's like, wow, there's only an X amount of pairs of these. But if you didn't hit on them, it's okay. It's okay. Because next week we're going to have something else dropping. And if you don't hit on those, that's okay. Because next week, and there's always next week. And maybe they might be able to create like that, like that emotion behind getting sneakers again, because now it's making it competitive again. So we're not going to drop 400,000 pairs of these UNC Jordan 1s. We're not dropping 400,000 pairs of them. We're dropping 75,000 pairs. And if you get them, you get them. If you don't, it's okay.
I'm gonna let Jay take that first.
Well, let me just answer the first part of the question. I think Nike, what they have done from yesterday until the day when they're talking about athletic wear, selling clothing, because athletic wear is really what's popular, vintage wear as well. So I think with them scaling back, at least with sneaker releases, not having, a ton of just drops like crazy, I think that's the right move, because now people love athletic wear, but some of the prices, like I said, for the NBL, the jerseys that they drop was like $190. Jerseys are not popular, so some of the pricing is absolutely ridiculously ridiculous, and it's not. It just doesn't work. But some of the stuff it does work with the athletic wear. Like we said, one of the shirts was like what, $50. You know, one of the button up shirts was 80. You know what I mean? But we saw the jerseys for what, 150.
150 for those jerseys.
So, so what they're doing, you know, I think they're doing a better job, but they are missing the mark in terms of what's popular. Like, why would they come out with some overalls? But hey, you know what? Maybe there's something we just don't know. But I know I'm not putting no overalls on.
Yo,
I will say, Mr. Think, you know, to your comment, and this is just for all sneaker brands, right? When you say, hey, we only have a limited amount of something, just like the car market back when COVID hit, prices shot up, right? People are like, yo,
yeah.
You know, it creates there's not enough out here, so you want to try to get what you get, and I do agree with you, you know, mostly in that aspect. I don't think it should be for every sneaker. I don't think we should have like that many sneakers that are just so limited, but I agree with you saying, you know, have more sneakers that are limited along with better quality control. And I do feel like that'll get people, you know, to gear to going back and say, hey, you know what, sneaker prices aren't like stupid high, averaging $215. If this is something that I think I should be going for.
Right. Hey, Lewis, real quick before you chime in, that jersey sold out, large, extra large, and double XL sold out.
Really?
Check it.
Wow.
The overalls are still sitting, but now that we were talking about that price, guess what?
So, I'm actually going to go in a different direction than you two. And I'm going to say this thing with exclusivity from Nike and limitation on pairs and stuff like that, to me is unnecessary at this point. And it's unnecessary to the fact that you are actually turning people off from the brand. And that's why they're going to other brands. That's how these other sneakers are now started to become popular. Brands like Asics, New Balance, and all them, because people are like, well, it seems as though I have a better opportunity or a better chance at grabbing these pairs than I do at trying to grab pairs, especially when it comes to the sneakers app. Because there are people you see that haven't been able to cop a damn thing from the sneakers app for years. Not months, not weeks. We're talking about years. I got one guy, especially, he tries to go on the sneakers app every time. Even a mass-produced GR, for whatever reason, you don't know what it is, if it's his account or something like that. It's a situation to where, what the heck just happened with my camera?
Your camera just turned sideways.
You guys hear me?
If we can hear you, your camera went out.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck just happened with my camera. I apologize with that. I'm about to switch cameras here. But at the end of the day, you had a situation to where the exclusivity is turning people away from the brand. Making it hard to cop kicks is turning people off from the brand. You don't really want frustrated people. You want people to have the feeling that they do have an opportunity to cop a lot of these sneakers. Now, with some of these GRs, obviously the sneakers app doesn't necessarily need to drop 300, 400,000 pairs. There's just no need for it. So yes, you're right. When they dropped the denim ones that released like 2 weeks ago, I think it was only like maybe 10 to 15,000 pairs that they released there on the sneakers app. But it was a mass GR that showed up at pretty much all retailers.
Absolutely.
Right? So, yeah, it showed that there was a sellout on the sneakers app, which is cool, but they're readily available at all other places. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it can kind of seem like, oh, maybe these things are moving a lot because a lot of people base the sneaker market on what's happening with the sneakers app. Okay? But in this case here, I mean, just like we got these Black Cement 3s coming out in November, or November, December. If they only drop like, let's say 100,000 pairs and the demand is over 1 million, first off, you are holding yourself back from the amount of money you could actually make from that shoe, because like you said earlier, Mr. Think, they made how many military Blue 4s? For every time they restock, they sell out like that. So if you're a company and you want the confidence to come back and you want the investors to be there, you want to raise your price per share, you obviously need to start operating in a sense to where, yeah, you're trying to sell sneakers. You want more people to come back to the brand, not isolate a bunch of people, in my opinion.
Let me make a comment, where you kicks.
Go ahead.
I agree with you mostly, but partially I do not. And I'm in reference to why people are going to other brands. Let me say this. When you have the same sneaker, the same iteration, when you have low quality standards, when you have raising of prices, it also turns people off. Okay? Let's not get this confused. ASICS has never been played out. If you are an avid runner, ASICS absolutely sell out, just like Brooks. If you don't know where Brooks is, I understand what people might not understand where Brooks. You know what I'm saying?
I know Brooks Brothers.
So when you're talking about, people who absolutely still go for sneakers like that, whether it's an older crowd, whether it's avid runners, but we're talking about ASICS, right? For example, styling, right? ASICS has changed up when it comes to like their materials, their colorways. They did their collab, which they were very successful with the X-Men collab. So people want something different. They want something refreshing. Like, so if you say, oh man, this shoe been coming out forever, right? 1903's been coming out forever. Well, not people jumping on because they weren't buying them. It was another particular group of individuals picking up that particular silhouette, because now it's something new, it's something refreshing to them. That's where I think that's hurting, certain companies when it comes to people pushing towards other brands. And let's not remember, quality control and comfort is so huge now. And I do feel like when it comes to styling, a lot of people are more about individual happiness and styling, opposed to walking down the street looking like every other person, when they walk past someone. They want to feel like that they're individual, that they're unique, that they're different. So I believe all of that type of psychology comes into play when we're talking about picking up, different brands and being interested in something new.
That is actually a very good point, and trust me, I actually agree with both of y'all. But backing up to piggyback off of what Jay just mentioned about someone feeling like an individual, I'm actually going to point to my background. Everything over here, and I've been wearing my military blues, but everything on this side is all stuff that I picked up this year. Everything here is dead stock, and that's not because I'm not going to wear my sneakers. Everything over here is worn, except for those women's, because I can't fit those satin breads. But things over here are worn. So the reason why I wait to wear my kicks is because exactly what you just said, Jay. Like, I don't want to put on something that just dropped and I'm looking down and everybody got them on foot. So I'll wait a year. I'll wait until next year when the new stuff is popping up and everything from this wall is going to make its way over to this wall, and then it's going to be on foot. But just on purpose, just so that I'm rocking something. You know what I mean? And everybody don't got them on foot anymore because they're going to have the newest thing on, and I'm going to be rocking something from this year. I mean, that's like my strategy, if that makes sense.
So isn't it interesting how when we were younger and the new sneaker would drop or that new hot item would drop, and if you didn't have them on, if you weren't one of the ones who was rocking them, it was like, damn, like you felt like you were left out of the group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now as we have gotten older and a lot of these shoes we're copping them, we have them, you know what I'm saying? Like us as content creators, we definitely get them to do reviews on and stuff like that. But yet we let them sit dead stock for a while until we think people have forgotten about them. And that's when we decide to go ahead and pull those out. You know what I mean? To get the people to go, oh, damn, I remember those, or I have those. I haven't worn mine in a while, or something like that. And that's not for nothing. Chat, I'm going to let you guys know. that's how some of these shoes that are basically down in the dumps in terms of the resale value is how they end up shooting up, because people start to do that. They start to wear them when people have kind of forgotten about them, and then all of a sudden it's like an artificial demand that got put out there, because now people are like, damn, like, oh, I remember I was going to reach back for those and I didn't. I'm going to search me for a pair and stuff like that, which is why the three of us are on record for saying we really feel like those Royal Reimagines at some point in time, you could see an about face when it comes to that shoe and how people perceive it a couple years down the road.
Nice, yeah, nice shoe. We have a bunch of comments, but
we got so many damn comments.
Sneak ahead on a budget. I'm just gonna pick one out real quick. He said he agreed. That's why that one right there.
Go ahead.
He said he agreed. That's why they dogged the Pandas. So many people had them on foot. It's not a bad shoe, just everyone had them, and that's because they were just massively right. Because at one point in time, you couldn't find a Panda. They would sell out every single time.
What did Nike say they wanted to do? They wanted to kill the resale on that shoe by putting that thing out there multiple times. And not for nothing. So shout out to Sneakerhead on a budget, bro. Hopefully, bro, you was winning last night playing that college football 25 up. Being up late playing that.
Was he streaming? He streams?
I don't know if he streams or not on that, but he hit me up. He's like, yo, bro, I was up till like 2 a.m. playing. That's dope. But, and mind you, he's on the West Coast. So when he sent me that message, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning when I seen it. But in any case, it's interesting, again, how... a lot of these shoes are getting dogged the way they are. And not for nothing, everybody was high on the Pandas when they was reselling for like $350, $400. But now because everybody has them, now all of a sudden it's a whack shoe. It's the most played out shoe. Every time you go to a sneaker show, when they ask them questions, what's the worst sneaker silhouette? Everyone just stupidly goes and says the Panda Dunks. Like, yeah, and they ask these resellers who, listen, a lot of them don't really know these shoes to begin with, and that's a whole other story out there. But in this case here, to say that the Panda Dunks is the worst silhouette ever made, yeah, that's because you can't really make no money on them anymore. When you were getting that shoe, what did they retail for? 110, 120? And then you turn in like a $200 profit on the shoe. That's the best thing out there, of course.
Right.
Of course it is. But now it's whack because you can't make the money on there.
Right.
Just like they try to dog the Air Force One. Not for the Air Force. Listen, the Air Force One is a shoe that will never die. Okay, I don't care. It will never die. Now, a lot of people have started to, as far as the Panda Dunks are concerned, yeah, a lot of people have moved away from them. They even came out with a suede version of the Panda Dunks. You know what I mean? But think about this though, how many black and white shoes, or predominantly black with some white hints in there, shoes are dropping this year that people are going to pick up, i.e. the black and white Jordan 4s that are dropping.
Oh yeah, those Thunders, right?
Those white, they call them the White Thunders?
Yeah.
How many people are going to go pick those up?
Yeah.
Same color blocking.
Right. Because
it's a different silhouette, all of a sudden it's better.
You're right, because those black and white, what do they call them? The black whites, or the black white. But the Jordan ones, they didn't move.
Correct.
I like them. I like those.
I like them too.
But yeah, they didn't move.
I like them too. All right, got a lot of comments to get to. Jay, you got anything before I get to some of these comments?
No, man. I'm definitely enjoying everything we're doing, man. I definitely want to see these comments, man. I'm excited about that.
Whew, okay, let's see here. Where should I start at? All right, I'm going to go up to... All right, here we go. Fat goes, like Jim Jones to me. I saw him with a fresh out-the-box pair of black infrared 6s and some chrome hearts on, and the dude still looked dirty.
Ballin'!
Let's see. And if I see stuff like that, like I saw somebody wearing the powder 9s and they made the shoe look bad, it upset me. It made me not want to pull mine out the box. I mean, what were they wearing? Powder blue 9s and some Adidas pants or something like that?
All right. Let me ask you guys. This goes for the chat and the panel. Do you guys cross brand? Because I do it all the time. I ain't gonna lie, I actually do.
You know what? Let me comment
No.
on that. Let me
I do
comment
it all
on
the
that.
time.
Hold on, before I let you rock, Jake, the only thing I've done as of recent, if I had to move on the quickness, but it's because I got pants on, I have worn Adidas socks with Nike shoes.
That's what I was
I've
asking.
done that. I've done that.
I do it all. I'm not.
I was on the move quick. I had to pull out a pair of black socks. Noticed afterwards they were Adidas socks, and I'm like, well, I got pants on. Whatever. Let's move.
So, let me say this to everybody, right? I mean, I understand. Like back in our day, you know, you had to match. You had to be funky fresh. You couldn't cross certain lines, right? In the chat, I want to ask y'all a question, man. How many of y'all wear Levi jeans? Okay, because I do. So how many of y'all have Levi socks? How many of y'all be rocking Levi jeans with the Levi t-shirt with the Levi hat?
Damn.
So what I'm saying, so no. So this, what I'm saying is that, you know, these companies are not paying us, right? So if you want to cross brand with your stuff and something that's dope, like, listen, I do have a really dope Reebok shirt, right? I think I wore it one time. And I'm like, yo, this would go so perfect with my Thunders because the Reebok shirt was so dope. So what I'm saying is that when people say, hey, man, I'm wearing Prada today. Okay, are your underwear Prada? Is your shirt, is your pants? Ladies, is your purse Prada? So if you're not fully Prada out and you mixing brands, you already doing it. So at the end of the day, man, if you like something and it hits with the outfit, man, put it on. Quit playing with me. Because nobody out here is paying you as a brand ambassador. If it matches, if it's fly, put it on. That's my point.
Lewis don't like that. You rolling his eyes? I'm cross branding right now.
The cross branding. So it's interesting you brought the ladies up because the ladies do a lot of cross branding. Like their purse will be one thing, the heels will be another. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the dress will be from like, I don't know. You know, it's funny. There was a meme out there. They said it said, gentlemen, don't end up paying $180. Don't let a $5 dress have you paying $180,000 out here in child support. You was talking about the sundresses.
Yeah.
Don't let a $5 sundress get you out here paying $180,000 in child support. But yeah, I mean, listen, when it okay, like I have an Iverson shirt, and every time I look at it, I want to wear it, and I'm like, damn, I got to get me some fucking Iverson shoes though to rock with it. I can't wear. Okay, how are you gonna wear a pair of Jordans who Iverson crossed up with your Iverson shirt? See, it's like those moments they play in my mind, so it throws me off to do something like that. You know what I mean?
So I listen. I get what you're saying, and I'm not saying, hey man, cross everything up. Like there's certain times I'm like, I can't do that. Right, I can't do that, and I recently had to break myself out of like, yo, if I put this on, I have to have this. I don't have to do that at all anymore, because if it matches, if it's dope, I'm gonna put it on. Because now what I'm doing is I feel like at this point in time I'm limiting myself, right? You know, like just for example, right? If I got on J Elevate, subscribe, to my hat, right? Okay, well, I don't have no J Elevate sneakers on. I don't have no J Elevate shorts on, right?
I think that's a little different, though.
No.
I think that's a little. It is different.
I disagree. Why do you say that?
Because because you're saying you say your hat says what on it?
It says J Elevate, subscribe.
Okay. Well, while you as a content creator, like, yeah, it's your own personal brand. Like, it's not a clothing brand.
Why I'm not a clothing brand? I said
It's not.
I have
But
shirts.
what I'm saying is okay. Would you wear, like you said, your Reebok shirt with your Nike shoes? Like, that just wouldn't. If you were playing basketball, it's different. You know, I think the situation has a lot to do with it too. If you was out there playing basketball, that's a totally different story.
The situation is different. I understand, but it's not like a humongous. It says Reebok on it. It has a small little label here, and it has a quote. It has a super dope quote.
See,
But,
like, if I go to the gym, I don't care. I'll have a Reebok shirt on with Nike shorts or something like that.
But see, this is why I love to talk about fashion, because we are all different and we all are unique, and there's nothing wrong with it. This is what I love about being, a sneakerhead, fashion trending. This is the talks I love.
So, all right. So,
Hold on real quick. Let me get to this comment. JST Hobbies _1 checking in. Shout out to you, bro. Says, we make the clothes don't make us. That's the mentality. I'm going to be fly regardless. That's the mentality.
I
love that. I love that.
Because
Go ahead, what you got?
Lewis, I was about to ask you. I don't know who made your hat that you got on right now. I don't know.
Okay.
New Era. I don't know who it is.
New Era,
right? So,
Okay.
so if you had some red kicks on, would you not rock that hat because it doesn't match, your kicks? I'm just curious. If it doesn't match your Nikes.
the brand?
Yeah. Because it's not
the
a
color?
Nike hat.
Because it's not a Nike hat?
Right. I'm saying the color matches, but you're like, it's not a Nike hat though. But
see,
would you not rock your hat?
That's a totally, to me, that's a totally different situation, because New Era is mainly in the New Era makes team apparel items. So if I have on like this red hat and I had on a pair of red kicks, to me, those, I'm matching the colors at that point.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I was just saying, maybe somebody might say, well, I can't rock this hat because it's not a Nike hat and I have on Nike shoes.
There are people who are like that. There are people that say, like, I got my whole, everything, even down to my underwear, has got to be Nike. Now, listen, I'm not where, like, okay, if I got on Fruit of the Loom underwear, I can't wear a Hanes t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying it's like that, but we all know brands like Adidas, Reebok, Fila, all them, like, they're competing brands in terms of sneakers, apparel, in that aspect. And I guess you could throw in the fact that Nike competes in terms of selling hats with New Era. You could say that.
Right.
But we all know, in the grand scheme of things, you're not really looking at a New Era hat and someone having on a pair of Nikes and thinking that, oh, well, they're not matching properly. If the colors are off, that's one thing, but you're not looking at it in a brand aspect. But if you're wearing a Reebok shirt and it says Reebok plain as day or Adidas plain as day, and you got on a pair of Nike shoes, it's like, okay, well, now that's thrown off.
I got you.
Yeah, I get you, but I broke myself out of that mentality. I broke myself out that mentality because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have to show you guys this shirt, and with those Thunders, it smacks it right out the box, right out the gate. It's just dope. So, to each his own, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, if it's dope, it works. Like,
right.
That's just like saying, hey man, I can't wear my cap and gowns with a tuxedo. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Right.
I'm gonna put that tux on and I'm gonna give it all I got.
Your boy Biggie said, however, I stay Coogee down to the socks.
He did say that. I stay Coogee down to the socks. He did say that.
Yep.
Ah, man. All right, let me
It's
get to
all
some
good.
of these other comments out here. Hold on. Let me go back up. The Awake Nike Airship
I
varsity
haven't seen
jacket
it.
is fire, bro.
I haven't seen it.
That jacket's like $800.
Oh
Yep.
snap!
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll take you back to your Avrix days.
Oh yes, yeah. I have seen. Okay, I thought it was something that was just out. Okay.
Even the flannel
Yeah.
was dope, but they wanted what?
Yeah.
Was it like almost $200 for that dope flannel? Remember the Awake flannel? That
Yeah.
flannel was so fire, bro.
Yeah.
We got a question here. I know, Jay, where your kicks. I'm not sure about Mr. Think Possible, but I know we all got the Awake Airships. Do you believe that apparel is still sitting on the app? Why don't they put it on sale?
You know
That's a
what?
good question.
The
Mr. Think
diffused
does
blue-
have that. That's his first airship.
Yeah. I remember. I'm not jumping the gun, but I remember the diffused blue was sitting on Sneakers app for quite a bit of time. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't
No.
really checked.
He's talking about the Awake Airship
No.
apparel.
No. I know. I'm just saying, just as an example, like it was sitting there for a while, but it wasn't on sale. And that's a very good question. Why it's not on sale? I don't know.
So I
That's
know
my point.
a few times they've allowed you to use the discount code on the Awake Airship clothing, like the shirt, the jacket, the sweatpants, and all that. Why they haven't dropped that price down yet in order to move those, I have no idea. Because we are coming up on September when the blue Awake Airships are going to drop, and that I'm sure there's an apparel line to go ahead with the blue pair as well. And so now you're going to have the red pair still sitting there along with the blue pair.
Yeah.
So now you're just going to have all this Awake Airship apparel just sitting there on the site. I don't know why they're not putting them on sale yet.
And that's my point. Even the diffused blue was sitting at regular retail for a long time. That's just kind of my point when I'm making.
They just restocked the diffused blues too.
So, and that's interesting because when stuff doesn't sell out, why isn't the price dropping? That is a strategy that I would really like to know what is the purpose behind it with Nike? You know what I mean? Like, what is the real purpose? And that's a very good question. Very good question.
Seek ahead on a budget. Tapping in said, fellas, keep up the great work. The overalls are fire.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's get it.
Okay.
What we got here? Fat goes, these Baron lows come with white laces to finally they give us a pair of white laces with Jordan 1 low. First time since I think the Starfish lows in 2021.
Okay.
Okay.
I love white laces, man. Y'all know that. I love my white laces.
Bo Dominican says, I really keep watching the prices and I haven't seen anything Awake on sale yet. It's true. That's true. Matter of fact, a couple weeks ago on Awake's website, they restocked the entire clothing line plus the sneaker.
Was the I got a question for you. Was the flannel? Was the flannel restocked?
Yes.
Remember the flannel?
Yes,
Oh,
the flannel restocked.
for that same price. For
Yes.
that same 100. And the question is, did the flannel sell out in every size? Because I can't recall.
They did.
Okay.
They did.
Okay. That flannel was dope,
All
but not
right.
for that price.
DJ Tyler Radio goes, they need to go back to classic advertising where they actually talking about the shoe and what it brings to the table, because a lot of times people don't know what new technology's in them.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. I'm going to let you go, and then I got something to say on that. Go ahead, bro.
That is so perfect. And a prime example of what was just stated in the chat. If you guys have noticed, on Sneakers app, they had Travis Scott, right? That was hyping up not only his Travis Scott silhouette, but also the MLB All-Star. And that free advertisement, was supposed to not only draw customers in, but also it kept people engaged with Travis Scott. And I'm mad he dropped that pair for 200 pair for that silhouette. And I'm mad I did a video on it and it didn't click like, man, why are they showing this sneaker? But to that point, we talk about advertising, we talk about history, we talk about what is the purpose behind this silhouette. That will absolutely can draw more people in and say, okay, now I understand the purpose behind this particular product. That's my comment.
DJ Tyler Radio goes, they also need to start advertising the type of lifestyle or vibe that the shoe is supposed to have, because people need a vision or at least a starting point. Mr. Think, what you got on that? You on mute, by the way.
Yeah, my bad. I was actually handling something for work.
Oh, no problem.
My bad. Come back to me. Give me like 2 minutes.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
So I'm going to say this when it comes to the advertising and Nike putting it out there as far as what's going on with the shoes. I think all of us here are on record saying that the storytelling from Nike has been pretty much piss poor with a lot of these shoes that have been dropping. Case in point, the Jordan 4s that are supposed to be coming out that were originally dubbed the Parises, and now they're calling them the wet cements. If you go and read the description on the Jordan 4 Parises, it says it's supposed to be paying homage to the cobblestone that is there in Paris. Like they I don't really understand how that's really supposed to be attention grabbing in terms of the story behind that shoe is concerned out there. But for example, I did the Trustadero Garden SBs that are sitting right now on the sneakers app. I don't know if the full size one is still there or not, but Nike missed out on storytelling. Like, I did a review on that shoe, and at all the skate shops alongside those Trustadero Garden SBs that were dropping were the burnt orange sunrises. Now, if you do some research, obviously all this is Paris themed, and they're saying that the best place to see the sunrise is from the Trustadero Gardens there, right near the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. But if you go and look at the storytelling as far as what Nike has put on the website, like, none of those kind of things are really referenced. There was no real talk about that shoe whatsoever. And a lot of these shoes they really don't talk about to begin with. And not for nothing, guys, like the Sneakers Live that they would do, they really didn't storytell there either. It was kind of lackluster. They would say, oh, this is the shoe. Oh, I like it. I like this. I like that. Blah, 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 blah. It's like they didn't really know what to say about it because Nike wasn't really coming out with a lot to say about the shoe as well. So a lot of the storytelling now has been left to content creators to go out here and do some research to kind of bring some meaning behind the sneakers, because Nike is pretty much not doing that. Now, as of late, Jay, you did a video on this. Nike is trying to have an uptick as far as their advertising is concerned. They just did a commercial, what was it, with Travis Scott and Ken Griffey Jr. for the All-Star baseball game. There's a commercial now that's floating around on Nike's website that involves like all these different athletes, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and I forget what the whole the campaign is about, but this is all supposed to be for, I believe, the Olympics that are coming up as well. So Nike's trying to do stuff, but a lot of these sneakers that we know and love, a lot of it had to do with the storytelling behind it as to why people were wanting them. And we're at a point now where a lot of these sneakers, right, they're not reselling for much, which is why a bunch of people were actually trying to grab these shoes, not because they actually liked them, but because they saw the resale value. But a lot of these shoes now, like, it's just kind of like, well, here's the new color, here it is, and they drop it, and then it's up to everybody else to kind of have their own interpretation as to why they should go ahead and get that shoe. Mr. Think, what you got? Oh, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, Mr. Think, it's on you.
No, go ahead. I'm just going to piggyback off of what he said. Go ahead. You good.
So this kind of goes into I also did a video on Nike's like huge announcement, right? And that's in reference to Nike changing up their leadership, right? They're in the midst right now of changing up their leadership, re-strategizing, bringing back individuals who in the past had a lot of success with Nike with their sneaker releases. And to caveat off that, I definitely want to say that this is why you have to have the old leadership, and you need to bring in potential new leadership to cross-reference each other in terms of how to conduct business, how to bring something too new to the table with the younger generation, but still the other generation who still like gravitates towards the older generation, towards whatever brand it may be, to make everything come together. So everybody has like, okay, now I know why this is what it is. Now let me make a true sound decision on if this really is part of the game. Because let's be honest, the SB department has been killing when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to the rest of the whole entire Nike brand, right? The SB really is the true storytellers. Just like we can say New Balance, right? So, but New Balance, here's a collab with Action Bronson. Okay, so what is this collab really in reference to? What is the Scorpius really in reference to? Well, we know it's a limited sneaker, but why? So that storytelling piece means so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off of both of it. Storytelling is very important. Matter of fact, side note, even when it comes to this whole content creation and being a YouTuber, and I mean, their storytelling is very important. By the way, fellas, check your phones real quick whenever you get a second. Joel even said it. He said storytelling is true marketing because it is. Whenever you can relay a message or tell the story, it gets people connected directly to you. It's because it's emotional, right? There's going to be a connection that's going to be built there. So I totally agree with that. And so to piggyback off of what Jay said, if you take someone like the old school thought and combine it with the new school, the old school can sit there and tell you the history on it, and the new school is going to say, all right, now that I know the history, I'm going to put my modern spin or twist on it, but still reference the history as well. And yeah, I think that's huge. I do think that's huge.
All right, comments here. You don't have any more individual style coming from certain regions. Once it becomes viral and anybody wants it, you got a bunch of people wearing the exact same thing over and over. Okay, I'm going to reference something here. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
How about the people who are now wearing the ear patch over their ear because of Donald Trump getting shot in his ear?
I think that's smart.
Bro.
I've seen people doing it. I think it's smart because
it's funny.
It's marketing.
You know what's funny though? People said that they said the same people who are wearing the bandage over their ear are the same people who didn't want to wear a mask. Oh man, I fell out laughing when I heard that. But yeah, individuality is something that you don't necessarily see nowadays. Like there's a lot of GR sneakers that people kind of shy away from because the masses aren't really a fan of those. And so that you could secretly, and I say secretly like a shoe, but especially for whatever reason, and we think it's a lot with the younger crowd, but I think there's a lot of older people too who like a shoe and don't want to say they like something in particular because they're afraid of what other people are going to say about them.
That is so catchy though. And let me tell you why it's catchy. I'm literally going to explain to you why it's catchy, because I am a fan of individualism, but watch this. That's at 44 years old. I don't give a damn what you got to say about me at 44. But when I was younger, I really did care, and I'm not even going to lie about that. I'm not going to act like I had the same attitude when I was like a kid, because I wanted to be liked and all that other stuff. But at 44, it's different. But my whole point was, even when we were kids, and there were commercials, right, saying like who, like Mike, if I can be like Mike, right? Yep. So that had nothing to do with individual. We wanted to be like somebody else, bro. We wanted to hoop like them. We wanted to, bro. That's that.
Well, I wanted to hoop like them, dress like them. I mean, look what Allen Iverson did to the NBA when he came in.
He changed the whole style. Cornrows,
baggy clothes, the chain, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's
These
true.
kids have the same pressure nowadays too. I mean, but like I said, it's easier for us.
They do, depending on certain factors.
Social media, you see, that's another thing too. And I don't want to come off too sharp, but look, I got people tapped in right now. Joe Glover is one of them. I don't know. Mm-hmm. His name is Hate to Lose. You can ask him. You can ask him. He's in the chat right now. I was one of those guys back in the day. I ain't trying to come off too aggressive, but you see, back in the day, if you laughed at me, you know, laughed at my kicks, whatever, you can ask them. I'll punch you in your face. Look, that I used to get down like that, right? I'm just saying. You can ask them. That's how I used to get down. But my whole point was nowadays, these kids, man, they'll pull out their phone, that clip will go viral, and now these kids don't even want to go back to school anymore. Because of a prank or a joke or someone laughed at you and it goes viral. That's a whole new like stress.
Yeah.
We didn't experience that.
You know, it's funny you say that because not for nothing, there was a clip that was going viral. It's not even about kids. And for my guys out there that work in the like the service industry, and when I say that, I mean like, you know, hands-on, like your mechanics, your electricians, like all that. So there was these guys in a factory, and the dude was messing around with the air hose, right? And he was like blowing, like, I guess sawdust or something off the guy. He took the air hose. When the dude went to turn around, the guy took the air hose, and no lie, he blew it up the guy's butthole. But it caused his organs. No joke. It caused his organs to explode. And the dude ended up dying.
Damn. Sorry, I'm not turning up for that conversation.
And so that ties into, remember when the guys, they would jump out the car and the car's moving and they're doing the dance?
Yeah.
That what was it? Key, do you love me? Remember that? They were doing that one, that challenge.
Yeah.
There was the crate challenge. You know what I mean? Like all these things, they go viral. You know what I mean? And people can get seriously hurt, whether it be emotionally or physically. You know, back in the day, I mean, listen, our viral stuff was during lunchtime when we were busting on each other. You know, now a lot of this stuff gets put on the internet and it lives forever.
And forever. Take a look at the comment section, Mr. Chaotic Trigger. That's one of my boys.
I got so many comments to get to, bro.
No, when I was talking about me, but like my younger self, I got a few people in the comments that piped up.
Where we at down here? Man, damn, you guys are listen, shout out to everybody right now who is in the comment section through any one of our channels. But make sure you guys go ahead and follow us at the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. We're really starting to ramp up a lot of the content that we're putting out there. I put the link in the chat. Let me go ahead and do it again for you guys. Link is there in the chat. Mr. Chaotic goes, shout out to you, bro, for tapping in. Yeah, you was mad aggressive back in the day. Pause, though, did he? Tyler goes, kids get away from bullying. Kids can't get away from bullying nowadays. They get bullied at school and come home, and that bullying is carried over to social media. Absolutely. It's really sad. That's true.
Absolutely.
That's very true. Man, I got to go back up here because there's so many damn comments.
Tyler, and Tyler, you know, to your reference with that, you know, absolutely, man. Kids gonna be kids, but at the same time, you know, that's parents' fault as well. You know what I mean? Parents got to definitely put their kids, you know, in check. But I agree with you 100%, bro.
So Fat goes, I'm gonna get to Tyler's comment. Cross branding has a whole rule book to me.
So he probably don't cross brand.
All right. So when you're a direct competitor of a certain brand such as Nike and Adidas, you can't rock those together. At least don't let anybody see that you're rocking them together.
Right. Right. No, he's right.
Seek Ahead on a Budget goes, no outfit foul, only to take out the trash and get the mail.
Right.
Okay.
That's fair. Mow the lawn. Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see here. Fat goes, go look at the artwork of Large Professor album First Class. The shoe that he is wearing in the photo shoot is the Panda Dunk High, or the Black White Dunk High was the first retro in 1999-2000. Seek Ahead on a Budget goes, White Thunder is Hot Trash Juice nickname. Hey, that's what they calling him, though.
Whoa.
That's what they calling him.
Wow.
That's what they're calling him. Let's see here. What we got? Like Run DMC said, Calvin Klein, no friend of mine. Don't want nobody's name on my behind. Lee on my legs, Stickers on my feet, D by my side, and J with the beat.
Get it?
See, you had a bunch of goes message.
Message.
Message. Bo Dominican checking in says, it's better to mix match ensemble, though I rarely do it anymore. Let's see here. In the 80s, I started venturing New York City subcultures, and we all wore mixed materials and styles that differentiated us and made us individuals, my own style.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Joel Campo tapping in. Shout out to you, bro, for checking in with us. New Era Pro hats are among themselves to a certain point of view.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go, Joel.
Here we go. What else we got? So many damn comments. However, I would not wear that Nike windbreaker unless I had some Air Force Ones on or some Cortezes on. Cortezes.
Nike Cortezes. Yes.
Yes, the Cortez.
Got a question here from Ken Norton tapping in. He says, what do y'all think about the new Deadpool and Wolverine shoes that are coming out? So I posted those actually from Adidas, the Deadpool and Wolverine shoes. What do we think about those?
You know what, man? I'm not a Deadpool fan.
Oh, you're not?
No,
I actually like Deadpool.
I never been a Deadpool fan.
Did y'all see the controller I posted with the booty cheeks on?
Yeah. Yeah, people.
The Xbox commercial controller with the booty cheeks.
Man, the red, that Deadpool red Adidas, man, with that pouch on it is kind of wild, but it is something different. But I'm glad to see that Adidas is kind of jumping on that X-Men kind of ordeal. So it's different. I would say it's different. It's not too bad, but it's different.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm here for it. Probably not that controller, but yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I want to see the movie and everything. I actually just
Bro.
seen the trailer for it again because we went to go see Twister last night. So yeah.
Oh, you saw the new Twister. How was it?
Yeah. I'm a movie guy, so my out of 10, I give it a good 6.5 out of 10.
I wouldn't go see it.
Really?
No.
Really?
I'm not trying to discourage you, but in my mind, because I already have seen the trailer for it, like it's not a part 2. This is just a remake of the original. So it
Correct. I know that.
Creativity and all that stuff because there was a lot of stuff from the original in it. So yeah.
So real quick, here go to the Deadpool shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen, not for nothing. I applaud Adidas for stepping outside the box once again.
I wouldn't
bring us
box
something
those.
different.
I wouldn't box those, but I'm here. for it.
They do look like kids' shoes.
Yeah.
Show that pouch. You know what I'm saying?
So there's the pouch. Now I believe this pouch comes off though, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't know, but I understand why the pouch is there.
Yeah, because he has it on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully the pouch comes off though, because I don't. To me, that's an eyesore.
So who's copping?
Oh yeah.
Who's copping?
Yeah. An X-Acto knife. That pouch will come off.
I mean, not for nothing. To me, like I feel like it'd be I don't know if I'd actually wear these, but it'd be a great display piece in my opinion.
So you feel like
with something, yeah, for real. Like it's there are some shoes out there that to me are a little too wild to probably wear, but to actually, as a sneaker collector, you know what I mean? I think that shoes like these, would be a great display piece. For example, Adidas. Where the heck are the Master Splinter and Shredders?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh my God.
Where are those at? You
Don't
giving
get me
us these things, you ain't dropped them things in America yet.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
that.
Don't get me upset.
Before you drop these, you guys got to drop us some Master Splinters and the Shredders, because I'm still missing those.
Don't get me upset.
What's up with that?
Don't get me upset.
Not for nothing, too. The materials look pretty good actually on these Wolverines and Deadpools. They also got a cleat apparently.
Yes, they do.
They got a cleat too that come with the pouch.
I think that's dope.
Now this is somewhat in direct competition with the Black Cement 3 cleats and a lot of the Jordan style baseball and football cleats that Nike's been putting out there.
I think this is dope.
Oh, so the pouch comes off because the pouch is loose right there.
Yeah, the pouch is loose here, so yeah. Well, you obviously can't be wearing that pouch during the game.
Are you sure?
So,
Nah, I'm just playing.
I mean, these guys do wear their chains and stuff under their equipment, so it's possible. You know what I mean? You remember when? Listen, remember when T.O. pulled out his Sharpie to sign the football after he scored a touchdown?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine he had like a little carrying pouch on his shoe.
Style, man. Yeah, a lot of people are about style, like doing something different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, because Bo Dominican York was talking, and I sent this to the WhatsApp group. I don't know if you guys saw the picture. I sent you like I don't have many old pictures of myself back in the day. I just don't.
You wanna display that for the
yeah no I don't mind at all.
Oh, okay.
You'll be able to see that one of my Averex.
Oh, I saw it. I don't know if you wanted to show our viewers.
I wanted y'all to. I don't know how clear it's gonna pop up.
Okay. Tyler goes, Nike and Adidas are like oil and water. You can't wear brands together that are direct competitors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once again, like, there's a part of that I do agree with. Like Big Keith, he's not on today, but he's one of my friends out here, and he works for Nike. So of course I expect Keith to rock nothing but Nike, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, he's an employee there. Like he's pushing his brand, and like I get that. But like Jay said, we can actually do what we want. Now once, if I ever get sponsored by Nike, I'm gonna be Nike all day, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Joel Campo goes, pros do it every day in the game. Well, true, I would say, but that definitely is a little bit different because these different brands sponsor the league, so they pay money to be the apparel, like the official apparel sponsor. For example, like I think Nike? Is it Nike who's the official apparel sponsor of the NBA? So all the jerseys have Nike on them, or
I remember Beats was for the NFL at one point. I don't know if they still are.
Yeah, so all the players were basically, if they were going to be seen wearing headphones, it was to be Beats headphones, right, because they sponsored the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's see here. JST Hobbies _1 goes, but Timberlands are neutral.
Yo, you see?
Well,
hey yo. Now,
I
need to bring up that picture because you can see how we were rocking Tims back in the day. My boy had on the customs, and this is back in the day before they even came like this. So we used to get our Timberlands dyed. The bad thing about it was when it rained, that dye, it didn't look so good.
Used to dye your Tims, the butters,
bro.
Used to dye the butters,
bro.
And that picture is showing up nice and clear too for those watching. Okay.
I see you.
So those blue ones are dyed?
Those are dyed, bro.
And what's so funny is now they sell them in that color.
Bro, that's
speaking
dyed.
Of which,
he had that dye to match his sweater, and we would have red, green, all types of colors, bro.
Speaking of which, the Louis Vuitton Timberlands dropped yesterday. Who copped a pair? Anybody cop a pair of those? Mind you, they was retailing for like $2,000.
No, Sersky.
Somebody I am friends with did cop themselves a pair though. When it was all said and done, after the taxes and shipping and stuff like that, it was closer to $3,000.
Wait. They retail for $2,000 and to ship.
The ship and fees, it was almost, bro. Like when I say $2,000, it was okay. Let me find out what the retail price was on the LV Timberland boots.
Woo.
Let's see. So right now they are actually, bro, these things reselling for $5,000. Size 11.5, $5,200, bro. What?
That's a great investment.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Them joints is tough though.
I mean, they look good. I ain't gonna lie.
It looks way better than the Mischief.
The bro.
Looks way better than that. Yeah,
here we go. Product details. Let's see what the retail price on them was. Okay, there we go. Retail price was $2,850.
Oof. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, so after taxes and shipping, all
So the
that, it
3
came
grand
out
makes
to over
sense.
$3,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Now
Yep.
that makes sense. I'm like, wait a minute,
Buy
$1,000.
now.
Damn, size
Ooh.
13, $8,500,
That is
bro.
a great investment.
I didn't know. I didn't even know these dropped yesterday. I did not know. I was
Yeah,
unaware.
yeah.
That is a great investment.
Anybody in the chat, go ahead and cop themselves a pair of the LV Tims.
Yeah.
I would have loved to pick them up. That's one of those. I'd pick them up, review them, throw them on the channel, and they'll be sitting right there. That is a great.
See, that's a display piece. You couldn't actually wear those, I don't think.
Man,
No, I wouldn't even. No, that's an investment. I'd sell them. I'd
I would
flip
have got
that.
rid of it. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would've. Boop.
Oh
Get rid
yeah,
of it.
for that amount,
ASAP.
I'd pick them up and flip them.
Now here's the question, fellas. I think we should come back and let's say 3 weeks from now, and let's see what those Timberland are reselling for. Just curious.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
we
or
should.
if they're even
3 weeks.
selling.
Let's
Right.
wait 3 weeks and
Right.
let's just really see what's the value. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they
100%,
go
I
up.
agree.
I'm not saying they going down. I just want to know. I'm very curious.
Jason Corley goes, I have worn Jordans since the beginning and have
Yep.
thought about changing up because of my age, but every time I think about doing it, Nike releases a gem from my younger days in the 90s. That's true.
Yep. Facts. All
That's facts. 100% facts.
All
Hey.
facts, bro.
Hey, wear what you want, man. Like,
Yep.
look, I'm 44 and I got a do-rag on my head. Like, wear what you want.
Yep.
And I'm a
So-
business owner. Wear what you want.
Yep.
People are going to be mad as hell when Jordan 1 spin the block. Now, we may never see pandemic prices again, but I tell you what, these guys are right. You're going to look at something like the hold on, where's the rest of this comment? Okay, here we go. Like the Royal Reimagine, people are going to look all of a sudden, that shoe was going to be like $350. People are going to be like, what wasn't it just 109? Yeah, that's true. Yep. 100%.
Let me let everybody know that since we're talking about cross brandings, people interested in different type of brands, right? So when I was in Puerto Rico, I'm gonna tell you right now, family, I've seen so many people rock Yeezy slides, Yeezy foam runners. Those are probably like one of the most popular silhouettes and brands that I've seen everybody rock on the island, right? As well as I've seen so many people rocking New Balance. New Balance was like probably top dog. And I will honestly tell you this, man, what sneaker stood out to me is I seen a lot of people rock the Reebok tennis, particularly the white and green pair. I've seen so many people on the island rock those particular silhouettes. Now, some could have been tourists, some could have been, natives to the island of Puerto Rico. But I will say this, man, I have a video coming for you guys where I'm at a sneaker shop in Puerto Rico. And I was told that anything that's Bad Bunny related, he couldn't keep it on the show.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He could not, and it makes sense. So, as to go to say this, we talked about this in the past, family. We talked about region, right? Whether it's North America, South America, Europe, Asia. Every region has, whether it's a particular colorway that they love or it's a particular brand. So, region-wise, a lot of stuff matters. So, I'm telling you right now, man, like, this sneaker shop has some really dope heat, fam. And I was like, wow. So you get to see, how other people are rocking. And don't think ASICS was not being rocked out there as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've seen younger individuals rocking Jordans. You absolutely did. But you also seen younger and older rocking ASICS. I'm telling you. But those top three that I talked about, New Balance, Yeezys, and those Reebok were probably the top three I've seen rocked on the island.
Right.
I'm liking the balloons, Jay. I saw those balloons pop up.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't change my settings or something. So
Nah, it's because you're on an iPhone, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's something with the iPhones that'll allow you to do
Yeah.
that.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah. Let's see here. What else we got? Jason Corley goes. Been wanting to. Oh wait, I read that comment already. No hype 85 who tapped in says, hold on, let me do this right. Fat goes, yeah, I just passed on those, but might have to reach back. And he's talking about the Royal Reimagines. And then he says he wants the lattes next.
Yeah, if you can
Okay.
fit
Listen,
them,
not for nothing, them
If you can
lattes
fit
are
'em.
nice, man.
man, they're tough. I wish I can fit them. The same thing with the first 10 flights.
Joe
I love
Campo
those.
goes, Mr. Think, I'm a movie guy too. Do you collect 4K movies?
No, I actually don't. I replied to him in that.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Here we go. I remember. No Hype 85 goes. I remember everyone was calling the Jordan 14 black white bricks in outlet specials, and now they're 300 plus.
See. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see what else we got here.
Damn.
Fat goes. I've been slowing on buying sneakers because I buy for the toe and have way too many kicks already.
I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I've been selling. Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, you've been selling a lot of pairs still, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been selling.
You've been selling a lot of pairs.
I'm getting rid of some myself as we speak.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, man. All these damn comments, bro. Hey, listen, we appreciate each and every one of you guys who have tapped in
Yes.
with us right now. Make sure you guys are following us at the One Pair at a Time podcast channel, and you are subscribed there, as well as each one of our individual channels. Mr. Think I'm Possible, Jay Elevate, and myself, Where Your Kicks 26.
Yep.
I am not currently accepting subscribers at the moment. I'll let you know when it opens back up.
Oh, damn. Okay.
No, I'm just playing.
He said if you subscribe, I'm kicking you out.
Nah,
You
I'm
didn't ask
fine.
permission.
I'm fine. We appreciate you guys, man. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys.
Without y'all, chat, man, this would not be possible. And I can definitely say this for all of us. We appreciate y'all, man. Like without y'all, it's not possible.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see. I think we were talking about. Hold on. I gotta go through these comments because these things are happening in succession. Let's see here.
Yo, Jay, how long you got at the dealership?
Yeah, man.
Was it worth you going back home, or is it makes more sense just for you to hang out?
No, man, it definitely makes more sense just to hang out.
I got you.
Yeah, they were like, hey, with this certain issue, you can come back. I said, no. We ain't coming back for nothing. We gonna get this fixed.
I got you. No, I feel you.
We gonna get this fixed because it's two little slight issues they gotta correct. So.
Yeah. Now, I was just trying to wonder the distance between the dealership and your home, because I'm real quick to have my wife come pick me up, or I will lift an Uber out of there. I'm like, I'm not sitting here for 2 hours. You crazy?
They're about like maybe 35.
Okay, nah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I feel
now,
you.
if they want to pay for my gas and my time and give me a car to come back, let's do it. But since they ain't doing it, we're gonna sit right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Most importantly, my time. You can't get time back. You can get money back.
I agree. 100%.
Remember that, people.
100%.
Make it make sense. $140 retail pair of sneakers has the best or better installation than a $215 pair. Most fours don't even come with real Dream soles, and then they put what is that? They don't even put a full polyurethane in there like the Nina Chanel.
Hey, bro, like
I don't have that shoe, so I don't know.
I mean, listen, I tell you, man, listen, you have some sneakers out here who, that are $150, $120 pair of sneakers that are not only more comfortable, better quality.
Airships.
$200 plus. Absolutely, airships.
Airships.
That's
there you
another
go.
one. Your airships. So, styling is styling. Listen, man, I tell people, rock what you like, buy what you like. But at the end of the day, there's some less expensive shoes out there that absolutely have better quality.
Jason Corley goes, what part of Florida y'all in? Jay's over there in Tampa, and I'm here in Palm Beach County. So Jay's west coast of Florida, I'm east coast.
Yep.
Let's see
But I
here.
used to live on the West Coast.
Hey yo, what up, L? Yo.
Let's see here. What else we got?
Hey, Jason, you from Florida? Let us know.
You guys in the chat are sitting there going through, or going having your own conversation. Hey, listen, we appreciate that too. You guys are talking to each other in the chat.
Yep.
Definitely appreciate all that. So real quick, guys, I want to, I had it up here. I'm gonna bring it back up. We got images finally of the Ama Meniere 4s, and I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on the shoe itself. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. So here we go. Images of the Ama Meniere 4s that are going to be dropping. The Phantom pair.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently retail on these is supposed to be $250. Not sure why, but it is what it is. What do you guys think?
Mr. Think, you want to hit it first?
I'd grab them. I'd grab them for sure.
That's fair.
For sure. From what I'm seeing there, once again, I'm liking the interior. Do you see that interior there, the
It's
stitching and all
quilted.
that? Yeah.
The other 4s that dropped are the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah. So I'm liking that. I will grab them. Look. Let me put it this way: $250. Look, if you drop in $250 on J Balvin's, which I don't have, right? I wanted them, so I dropped $250 on these because I'm sure the materials on here is gonna be nice. Could they have thrown maybe a little bit of that color, maybe in the eyelets there, or maybe the netting itself, or behind the netting, the webbing, maybe somewhere on maybe just on the strap, maybe just somewhere else. You know, possibly it looks real plain, right? But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just, but at the end of the day, I'll grab them. That's my answer. I grab them.
Go ahead, wear your kicks.
I'm trying to decipher what these 4s are supposed to represent. Reason why I say that is because most of the shoes that Ama Meniere drops are supposed to be seen as like the luxury version, quote unquote, of another shoe. For example, the original Ama Meniere 3s that dropped, those are supposed to be like a luxury kind of version of the white cement 3s.
Sorry, can y'all see me?
No, you went out.
Nah, you went out.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
But,
keep going.
But we can hear you. Go ahead.
Well, we can hear you. What else? The Jordan 2 Ama Menieres, right? Those are again supposed to be a play on the original Chicago's, like a luxury version of them. So I'm trying to decipher exactly what these are to represent because, like you said, Mr. Think, there is no other colors on here. And I'm just trying to think about the original, the 4 original Jordan 4s that dropped, and I can't necessarily decipher, even with the pair I already have, with these, like what they're supposed to be a play on. So I don't know. But Jay, what you got?
So this is a cop for me, but here's my problem with the sneaker. The problem is that it's plain Jane. Ama Meniere has great detailing. I love the box. The presentation. Ama Meniere, in my opinion, has the best presentation. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think there's better presentation than Ama Meniere. But this is just plain Jane. I'm a sucker for that Nike on the back of the heel tab. I think Ama Meniere, I get it. Generally this is kind of like their color scheme, their color theme of their brand. It gets boring.
It is.
I would have had preferred to see them step outside the box. And listen, I'm gonna keep saying it, and I know Wear Your Kicks, we had a debate about this, and I know it's not part of their brand, but I wish they would have given the cotton candy colorway. Potentially, they were talking about maybe dropping and gave it to Ama Meniere. This would have been absolutely something different, refreshing, and crazy. We know we're gonna get good quality. Without a shadow of a doubt, we know that with Amamir. But this is just it's plain Jane, and it's a cop for me. But the colorway is disappointing.
I don't think Ama Meniere would go outside the box and do those like a multicolored type of shoe like that. In my opinion, they usually stick with their burgundies, their blacks, their aging and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like Travis Scott that mainly sticks with like the earth tones.
All right. Well, at least my suggestion, because it's probably not going to happen, but at least give us a different color lace. At least.
Yeah. What laces could you see in there?
Oh, I'd match whatever that is. I'd match
That
it.
burgundy-ish color.
No, but I'm asking you what color laces.
But that's what I said. I'd match whatever's there on that interior. I don't know if that's like lavender, purplish.
It's like that burgundy.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's dope. But it's just
I'd cop, but no, like I said, it does look plain. It does look plain. And I think Bo Dominican York said it in the comment section there. He said he's not rocking his 5s. He said good luck on keeping those clean.
The white 5s?
I believe that's what he was talking about. Let me try to find that comment again. But he mentioned he doesn't rock his Alma 5s.
Well, that's because he needs himself some Rejuvenator water and stain repellent.
absolutely.
That's why. You got to spray that stuff on there, bro.
Yep. You gotta
Heck yeah, man.
You gotta use Rejuvenator, bro. Rejuvenator.
Yeah.
Listen. Whether you want to go ahead and rock with, wear your kicks 26, or you want to go ahead and rock.
That was no hype. My bad.
Go hype, okay. Or you want to rock with me, J Elevate, man. Listen, we both can, absolutely save you guys 10% off of all of your Rejuvenator needs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we got here? Nah, I take it back because the Alma ones are supposed to pay homage to the metallic burgundy. Okay, yeah. So this is a comment to his earlier one. Because he says, I think they did those renditions with the 3s, but not with other silhouettes. What do the current Alma 4s represent? I don't know. No idea. Here we go. Fat goes, same here. Until I recently walked into Social Status to check on the Alma 3 raffle, and when you keep your bag for Social Status, that's 10% off your next purchase, so I couldn't pass that up. Oh, there you go.
Absolutely. Save that money. Save, man. It's awesome.
There you go. 10% off with keeping the bag. That's pretty dope.
Absolutely.
That's pretty dope. What else we got here? Any other comments? What we got? Nike needs to bring back some of the Converse line. Them PF Flyers.
Hey, man. Don't slip on them Converse.
Yeah, them PF Flyers.
Don't sleep.
Fat goes, I've been wearing Space Jam lows in June, then I shifted into Air Jordan 1 low mode. They're like slippers.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, did you guys grab those Space Jam lows? I didn't touch them. I like them. I actually like them. I didn't touch them.
I had them, and then I ended up selling them.
Okay, yeah.
I ended up selling
them, actually.
Because to be honest with you, I'd rather have the highs or the mid cuts rather. I do.
I'm not a 11 low fan. I've never owned any 11 lows. So.
Yep.
But nothing wrong with it though.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with them indeed.
Nope,
nothing wrong with them indeed. Are you guys? Go ahead.
Real quick, I never asked y'all. Do any of y'all, because I'm looking at Space Jams right now. Do any of y'all do any of like that cleaning, like the UV light and all that stuff, cleaning the soles? Like, I haven't gotten into that, but I've been considering it. Do y'all do any of that?
So it's interesting you say that because for a long time,
let me grab mine real quick.
I didn't even realize that Rejuvenator had a product out there to unyellow the soles like that.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So they do have a product that they list as well. The interesting thing is, obviously, you either have to have a UV box light or you sit the shoes outside in the sunlight.
But remember, You have to wrap it in plastic.
Correct.
You have to
You-
wrap it in plastic.
And you're gonna need a paintbrush to spread it around
Correct.
Okay.
as
Okay.
well. So yeah, you got to wrap it in the plastic wrap or that film wrap.
Yep.
You know, when you go to sit it outside. Now, sitting a shoe outside like that in the direct sunlight. I mean, you can do it. I don't know. I mean, people have done it. The shoes turn out fine. I do know that sometimes it takes multiple treatments to get the yellowing out of there. I don't know if you got enough shoes, it might be to your advantage to go ahead and get a UV box.
Right.
I don't know how expensive they are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like a high-powered black light, basically that they're using.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if you're not going to be a sneaker restoration professional, I don't think that box is really needed. I feel like, hey, you know what? If you're going to go ahead and buy the product, just put your shoe outside, man. Just put it outside, and do it yourself that way. Save yourself some money and just use the natural sunlight. Because again, you're not trying to be a professional shoe restorator. Then I don't think you need it. But if you want it, hey, go ahead and get it.
Now, I will give a pro tip, because I have some on foot right now. If y'all are gonna be enjoying some sun, and you go out to the beach, and you let these sit in the sun, do you know what's gonna happen? Shrinkage. They will shrink in the sun.
Really, they shrink in the sun.
Wait a minute, what? What?
Yep.
That's new.
Yep.
That's new
They-
info.
They will
What?
shrink. They will shrink. Now, I don't know
Alright.
about the foam runners because I don't have any, but yeah.
Well, it's the same.
slides
They
will
make them
shrink.
out of the same material.
Really, bro?
Yep. You let those
Alright,
sit
so
in the
here-
sun, it's gonna shrink.
So here we have a UV box,
What is it going for? That's not bad. 150
$150.
bucks.
That's not a bad price.
That's not bad at all.
That's
Yeah,
not a bad price.
cheaper
Now,
than,
I will
the
say
Jordan 1.
this. I will say this, that Reshoevn8r does have an unyellowing service that you can use the discount code on. You can use our discount code to save 15% off that
Yep.
service as well. So you can send
Absolutely.
the shoes into them
Yep.
and have them unyellow it as well.
Yep.
But here you go, UV box, $150. That's actually not bad.
Not bad
I thought
at
it'd
all.
be more expensive, to be honest with you.
Depends on where you live. You ain't putting your shoes outside no way.
Yeah, right. Especially down here in Florida, where it can
Yo,
just randomly
yo.
rain.
Well, I'm talking about somebody taxing it. Didn't somebody go inside of a sneaker store and only steal like one
Yeah.
foot?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, they broke in. No, they broke into the store and stole like all the
stole
left
it.
shoes.
Yeah.
All of the left, right.
Yeah,
you
all
come
the left
outside and your
shoes.
left,
Yeah.
your one
Yeah.
shoe's gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. You know what? I appreciate that shop. They were absolutely smart about that. Like, that hey, you're not gonna get all of it. You're gonna get half of it.
Right. Right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but 150 not bad, but y'all know, man, I'm about
Not
to
bad.
save this, man. I'm about to save this family.
Well, here's the thing too, because let's say you do opt to go get the service from Reshoevn8r, even with the savings, after two pairs of, I mean, to be honest with you, if you do two pairs of kicks, you already saving money, because I believe the service is $150 itself on the Reshoevn8r site. So if you get the box and do two different sets of kicks, you already saving money for yourself
That's true.
and can
Right.
preserve your sneakers on
Right,
your
right.
own. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
there is
And-
that.
I'm
I mean,
putting mine
listen.
outside.
Regardless of me plugging them, I'm gonna put it out here as far as saving that money. What the best way
Yeah.
is to go about it.
That's what
Right.
we want y'all to do. Either
Right.
buy the box or just put your shoes outside.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Right. Right.
I'm putting
right,
mine
right.
outside.
Facts. No. Yeah, ain't no wrong with that. And nothing
Yeah.
for nothing. Like I said, mine's be on feet, so I'm not really. Yeah, it is what it is.
Jay, you going to an event this weekend, right?
What you got going
Tomorrow?
on?
Yeah, man. Tomorrow, man, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and rock out here down in Tampa at a
Where you going?
nice little sneaker, just a little sneaker event. Nothing too
Yeah.
much.
Yo, SB4s,
I got
size
you.
12.
No,
So-
no. I got you.
Well,
I got you.
I'm going to an event today myself,
Oh, you
so
going
I'll
today?
definitely
Where you
check.
Where
Yeah,
you going?
Miami Sneaker Convention down in
SB4s.
Homestead. Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for
I'll
you.
cash app you, Zelle, whatever.
I'm
I
gonna
got
look
you.
for you. I'm gonna look
I
for
got
you.
You going today? I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll be in Orlando on August 3rd. I'll be in Orlando for another sneaker event.
What's the August 3rd event?
It's Kicks for Your Soul.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yep, Kicks for Your Soul.
Got you.
So I'm gonna be there. So if y'all in Florida and y'all in Orlando area, man, let me know. I definitely link up with y'all, man. I definitely want to see the family.
No underscore hype 85 goes. Fact, did you cop the metallic gold ones? I know which one pair he's talking about too. I have those. Leather is nice on that pair.
No, I like those.
Yeah,
They actually made those in extended sizing.
You can get them for cheap too.
I didn't pick them up.
For cheap.
Do like that pair. I do like that pair.
Yeah, the leather quality is nice on them, Jay.
I've been seeing right about like $85 on those.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. Okay,
Yeah.
this is something that I talked to you guys about, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now. For those of you out there who are Nike fans, don't let the perception fool you right now. Now, if you're a Nike fan, now's the best time to go out here and get these shoes because you don't really got to fight nobody for them. And you can get them on sale. You can get them on sale. That's the best part about it. And the money you save there on copping these shoes on sale for retail, you build your money up and you can do some reach backs.
Right.
On some shoes you missed out on.
Oh yeah, reach.
Yeah, I
got some fire, yes.
You know what I mean? Jay said he got some shoes to come in and he's gonna be putting out there for us.
Yeah, I got a little something coming.
You know?
Yeah.
Let me quick question
ahead.
for the chat and panel. I already know the answer because I know y'all collection, but you do have one thought, one school of thought that says, and these are primarily come from the fellas. That's
Okay.
like, I cannot wear a woman's sneaker. That's the thought that comes from the fellas. Meaning that if a Jordan comes out and it's a woman's, even if they make them in extended sizing, some of the fellas like, nah, that's a lady's kick. I can't rock that. Now I'm not talking about like if it's a hot pink all the way around. I'm just talking about just in general. Like, nah, that was a lady's, that's a woman's. Nah, I can't rock that.
Well, listen, if they bring out that cotton candy color, Jay said he getting it.
I'm rocking that.
If it's pink.
No, even if it is
wow.
pink. No, watch this. Even if it is pink, but I was just talking about. You have some people that they put that mental block up there that says I'm not going to rock a woman's sneaker. Now, I actually have a different thought about that, and the reason why I have a different thought about it is like just to give you an example, we talked about the camo. Those
Jordan
those
3 camos.
and they didn't make extended sizes in them because you have some women that have a bigger foot. Now, if let's say Caitlin Clark had her own shoe, who's a woman, right, and she's a basketball player, I can see you making a woman's shoe for a woman. It's a woman's shoe, but Michael Jordan's a man, so Jordan should be made in full sizing anyway, which would automatically include the females. But he was a man. He is a man. So how are you making a woman's only Jordan sneaker? They should make it large.
So like, what about the Ama 5 Dawns? Those are a woman's shoe, extended sizing.
Oh no, I don't have a problem rocking a woman's kick.
I mean, the fact that they designate them a women's shoe, to me at this point is kind of irrelevant. A lot of these colorways they're very much universal in terms of gender is concerned, in my opinion. Those Desert 3 camos, had they came in extended sizing, I probably would have got those.
I pick them up too.
It makes no sense that you make a shoe that's to represent the WNBA. And like we talked about before, you got women in the WNBA who have a bigger than a 12W foot.
Yeah.
Right.
So what sense does that make
It's not even for them.
to make a shoe and they can't even wear them?
Right. It's not for them and it's not for us.
Exactly. Right. So, it is what it is. But a lot of it does come down, in my opinion, for myself, to how the color blocking is on the shoe, whether or not I look at it and go, okay, that's a woman's shoe. I probably wouldn't wear them. Like, case in point, I think there's a lot of shoes out there, though. For example, like the, what was it? Was it the yellow, not the yellow ochre 4s? What they call them? The women's fours with the yellow on the wing straps and the yellow midsole. What were those called? I forget what they called those.
Are the Air Jordan 4s?
Yeah,
Yes,
he said
they
fours.
have the sulfurs.
Sulfur,
Thank you.
the sulfurs. I
I
like
feel
those.
like had
I
they
like
came in
those.
men's sizing, a lot of men would have bought the shoe.
I actually like those. They're like
And
the
you know
black
what
and
else
yellow
is
joints.
crazy? You know what else is crazy? There's a lot of sneakers that they put out there that are women's exclusives that women don't even buy. And when you ask the men about it, had they came in extended sizing, the men said they would have went and picked them up.
Yeah, yeah. Quick question though, because I didn't look at them like in detail. Those sulfurs, I could be wrong, but I in one of my videos I had them in store and I put it down. I was like, sorry, Bigfoot, it's just not for us.
Hold up. My man said, with all due respect, I believe my toes is drag queens. If I like it, I'm putting it on.
He said, I am, yo, that's my boy Elliot right there. My man said, I am Tyler Perry with the feet.
Hey,
Elliot.
Hey, bro.
My man said, I am Tyler Perry with the feet.
That is, yo.
Hey, Elliot, you gonna have me go to the bathroom on that one,
comment.
bro. Hey, he about to have me go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a wild comment. I love that. I love that comment. He said, my toes is drag queens.
Oh my gosh, that is
Wow, I love it.
bro.
I love it.
I'm dying.
I
right
love
now.
it.
I'm
But
dying.
yeah,
love
those
it.
sulfurs, I don't think, and like I said, I don't think they had the SB shape on them. That was so
They
when I had
didn't.
them in hand. You said they didn't?
They didn't. They didn't.
Oh, you see, because when I was looking at them, I was like, I don't think these got the SB shape. Because you know how I am with them, with that SB shape. That's like
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yes, all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
All right, gentlemen. Well, look what time it is, man. Listen,
Yeah.
to everybody who's been rocking with us in the chat right now, we definitely appreciate you guys for tapping in once again with us. We listen, without y'all, this stream does not do what it's supposed to do. Once again, please make sure, I'm going to put it here in the chat, that you guys are subscribed to the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. We got a lot coming up here. Sneaker battles, live streams, you know what I'm saying? Like, just,
yes.
we got a lot of great ideas coming up here for the channel. Mr. Thing I'm Possible, what you got to close out with, bro?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys tapping in. I'm going to hit that one more comment. Joel, he is right. He said, isn't the Travis Scott Canary a woman's? Yes. And I will
100%.
definitely
Yes,
rock
it
those.
is.
And I will
Yes,
rock
it
those. I
is.
want those. 100%.
Facts.
So were the olives. So were
Olive,
these.
olive.
These.
Yes. That's
These
right.
were women's also.
That's right.
Yep.
Totally. I would rock those. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Chat, family, panel, everybody, man. Thank you for tapping in. Even when you reach back around and just kind of go back and just rewatch it or whatever the case is, I appreciate you. We all do. Look, y'all definitely make it a whole lot more interesting. I'm glad. I'm honored to be able to do this. A lot of times, whenever we start late, I'm going to tell you right now, I take the blame of that because in Colorado, it's only 7 o'clock. In the East Coast, it's 9 o'clock for them. So, it'd be a little early. I'll be out there trying to get that crust out my eye. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. It's nothing but love, man.
Jay, what you got, bro?
Family, again, man, I really do appreciate y'all. If you have not done so, man, please subscribe to my man Where Your Kicks 26 channel, Mr. Think I'm Possible, and Little Video J Elevate if you have not subscribed to our individual channels. I definitely want to let you guys know, man, I dropped a vacation vlog when I was in San Juan, Puerto Rico. If you have not checked that video out, please do so, and I will be giving you guys a video on a mall vlog in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm definitely going to give you guys that coming up, if not today, tomorrow, about sneakers. If you guys have not done so already, man, we talk about Reshoevn8r all the time, whether it's the stain and water repellent, whether it is our cleaning kit, our bundle pack, which is the best, man. Listen, save yourself 10%. Use that code J_Elevate to get all 10% purchases off your sneaker wear. Next up, fam, you know the mall.
You can't tell me ain't nobody looking at you right now while you sitting at that dealership making that noise, bro.
Hey, we got one life to live. Enjoy it, man. Let's enjoy it.
My man said, well, someone asked too, are we going to get them? Oh, Mr. Think put that in there.
me.
Are we going to get the motto? Hey, listen, man, once again, chat, we listen, we see all the beautiful comments in here. I think someone said this stream should have 50 to 75 people in it right now. Listen, look, it's coming. It's going to come, look, no matter what, we're here to put in this work for you guys, and we appreciate each and every one of y'all that have been tapping in with us every week. For real, every week. We love you guys for real, and you definitely help to make this the stream that it is, and this is going to continue to grow. 100%. This is going to continue to grow, and I'm telling y'all right now, like I said, we got big things coming. In any case, if any of you guys are in the South Florida area today, you will be able to catch me down there at that Miami Sneaker Convention. You'll be able to check Jay out over there at the what is that event called, Jay? I forget.
Soles for your feet, did you say?
I think it's Soul. It's a cars. I know it's a cars and kicks event that's going to be going on over there. In any case, guys, please hit the thumbs up, hit that like button for us. Make sure you are subscribed to every one of the channels, plus the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. This is Lewis of the Wear Your Kicks channel, reminding you to be true, stay in the moment, and don't forget, every day is a great day to wear your kicks. And we out, guys.
Yo. Appreciate you guys.
Amen.